We think, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Royal Talk Podcast.
Yes.
Coming live to you from Southern California. This beautiful cold morning, 29 degrees. Yeah. Today's going to be, well, actually, real quick, if you guys wouldn't mind, give us a follow on our YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Love to hear from you. Tell us what you guys think about what we're doing, anything you guys want us to cover, any questions you have for us, hit us up. We're super active on Instagram. Well, Adam is. And so is Jake. I don't go on Instagram much. Anyways, today we have two very close friends of mine today on our show. We're going to be talking about their story, what they do, how they do it, how we know each other. We're also going to bring up the other part of our Royal community, Royal TV. We're going to talk about how we got started with that. And yeah, without further ado, let me introduce RUZEL and LEXY. Thank you guys so much for coming to the show.
Yes.
You guys might notice our Jorge in the background. He's in the back doing some extra filming and editing and sound bites for us. So he's going to keep an eye on stuff. And we also have a very special treat for you towards the end of the episode. So make sure you guys don't click off because it's going to get nuts in here.
It's going to get fucking wild.
Yeah, it's going to get wild. So
Jedi
like,
shit.
Yeah, no joke. So stay tuned.
How much is getting?
I think I bought about 3 ounces.
Oh shit!
2 ounces, 3 ounces.
God, 1 ounce.
Yeah, wax.
Someone come get me. Somebody give me a ride home. Someone come get me.
Does
I'm not-
Uber
hold on.
Uber come out here?
Hold on. So everybody knows they don't know what's gonna happen, but dude, my ACs in the other
I
room.
smelt it in this one.
Dude, my air conditioners in the other room literally leak wax.
Yeah.
Like it leaks out. Like I'm like, oh, this shit thing's dirty, and I look and I'm like, oh, that's wax.
What?
Like,
It's like a reclaim.
dude, I'm not lying. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. It's every time in the Royal videos, I'd always say this totally destroys a room, and everyone's like, "What do you mean by that?" I was like, it ingrains with all your walls and your carpet if you're doing it inside or something.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, like
dude.
it's in the air duct system. It just ruins everything. But it smells good to us because it's weed, right? But you get someone who comes over and they're like,
And
"It
I better
stinks in
not-
here."
Yeah, ew.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
too
like,
many of
you.
those.
Yeah.
Probably should just turn that off.
So we usually like to do our 15-minute talk sesh over gym talk. And what do we all do today? We hit the gym together.
Yes, we did.
RUZEL and LEXY. LEXY is a personal trainer, certified personal trainer. She's been in fitness for a long time, and she's done social media influencing for that such progress. And what do people mostly comment on you? You have like bomb legs, like you have like strong legs.
Like most of my female clients want to grow their legs, so that's
Yeah.
like my number one thing.
Put the mic up to you.
Oh.
Yeah, let her have it a little more. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like most of my female clients, they all want to grow their legs. They just love the
Legs
thick
and butt.
legs, and a lot of them don't always have, they don't want to go the surgery route, and they see my legs because they're natural, and they're like, oh, so it's possible, because I was super skinny and I was really fat,
Right.
but now that I have muscle, I feel like now it has a shape and it looks really good, and now I'm just like, okay, now I just need to lower my body fat because now I feel like they're too big. But I'm happy. They're strong. I could carry my son up the stairs.
You're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could feel like a Greek god in the morning and then go to the gym and you're like nothing and back to it all in one day.
Facts.
Yeah. It's the lighting.
Definitely.
It's the lighting.
You go outside, you're like, what happened to me?
Yeah.
What
Just
happened?
deflated.
Who is this?
What'd you think about the gym?
Oh, I loved it. It looks
Yeah.
so good. I love the lighting, especially like at certain like exercise equipment. Like the light hits you, so like you can see all your striations and everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Mic
3,
fix.
2, 1. No, it's right. yeah, this is getting edited out.
She sounded good, I thought.
Yeah, I hear her fine.
Actually got closer, you
could
hear it
Christ.
waving in and out.
Oh.
So to us it sounds good, but once you
sounds
put it on file, it's a whole
Okay.
different fucking story.
You're like,
You know what I mean? So just
Oh.
make sure.
Does it sound a lot better now?
Yeah,
Just
Okay,
sit-
cool.
we'll just watch.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, so what'd you think about the gym?
Oh, I loved it. Especially like the lighting. I like how, especially during the cable machines, they had that one specific light that hits down on you, so like you can see all your striations.
Sometimes it blinds you right in your face, like on certain benches, and you're like, oh, what, but.
No, but I definitely like it because I feel like some gyms just don't have that good lighting. And I just love how it's like small but straight to the point. So like you have everything that you need to like get done, and everybody there was like to themselves, and everyone was like super nice. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's not there's nothing like too fancy about it. You know what I mean? There's no fancy equipment, like you said. It's straight to the point.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You can cover every part of the body if you need to there. Like, you know what I mean? And then some.
I do like their leg equipment.
Well, we started with different stuff, and they've been upgrading the new stuff lately, and everybody's been really liking it. So obviously they pay attention to what the customer needs, and they take care of it.
The crazy part is, if you think that one's nice, the Victorville one is wild. Like the lighting in there is
the one thing I will say is the Victorville gym has that hallway with the big mirror for lighting, dude.
Yes.
And everybody looks like,
and it's red. Oh, dude.
It's like dark in there, and then people take these pictures, and you're just like, oh my god.
Because you see everything. You see oh, dude. And then the equipment there, like I was just telling Jorge, I'm a big Eddie Hall fan, and he has this equipment where it's like a standing bench press, where it looks like a V, and you stand in the middle of it. The plates are loaded in the back. Kick the little thing with your foot, and you chest press standing up. Holy shit! Dude.
No way, standing
I'm going
up?
back just
Is
for
it in
that.
the back? Is it in the back?
No, it's right next to the leg press.
But
It looks like a
in the
standing
back
V.
room?
Yeah,
I haven't been back there.
dude. It's like a standing V. No, it's not. It's right next to the dumbbell. In the dumbbell, so it's right next to the leg press. It's a standing V. Dude, the plates are loaded in the back. Standing. Eddie Hall has it, bro. And I'm like hooked on it. It's amazing.
Rozel, how long you been working out?
Oh, let me put that.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I've been actively working out since what? I want to say since 2010.
Hey, can I make a note real quick?
Yeah.
They both have beefy, solid legs.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
shit.
I just thought about that.
No
like,
shit.
I don't know why, but like
I saw both you guys. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, like these motherfuckers are like they got some legs, people.
Yeah,
They're
Dude,
nice
Joe's
Rozel's
looking at his
calves,
calves. I
bro.
saw him like,
They're scary to look at, dude. Like, don't look
Yeah.
directly at them. You know?
it's like he has my biceps on his legs.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not fair.
Yeah, dude, you got beefy. So wait, you started. Did you do fighting as a kid too?
Here we go. Now we're talking.
I've always been. I've grown up, Asian Pacific Islander, especially with a whole bunch of different islanders. Everyone used to just like scrap.
It's very normal.
And with that being said, you had to know something, and whether it's your cousins, your friends, you're always in. You had to learn something.
I just want to say, like, I want to know your life story, and I know everyone else is going to, but I will say from personal experience, it will take Rozel probably 7 to 8 podcast episodes just to get through his whole life story.
He's
you know what I mean?
He's the best storyteller.
He's a great storyteller. So we're gonna kind of jump, you know what I mean? Because I know, like, I want to keep going back. I'm like, shit, dude, it's gonna take forever to get through that story. You know what I mean? Not because of what you talk, but you've been through a lot.
Rozel.
Rozel's been through a lot of shit, like a lot of shit. Like he has stories for days, and they're all great. But anyway, so I'll go ahead. I just wanted to clarify that first.
No, but ever since I was a kid, I've always been a huge fight fan. Moved around a lot, and with that being said, no matter where I moved, I've always wanted to, keep up with the discipline. So I would always find a training center, or I would always find a coaching staff that could always, keep that
Better you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you were born in California?
I was born in California, but raised between California and Hawaii because
Hawaii,
my
okay.
parents
And
were
the
divorced, and
Go ahead.
so they shared joint.
You're an
custody,
Army
so-
brat too, right?
No, Navy.
Navy brat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Navy.
Don't get it confused.
And the style that grabbed your attention, the discipline?
Muay Thai and kickboxing. Muay Thai and kickboxing. Like wholeheartedly. Like I can't make this up. So I like everyone else probably started off in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And then, I watched Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, bro, I got something for you.
Yeah,
I got something
with
for you.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I can't make this up. Like, growing up, Dennis Alexio from Vacaville, California, his dad was my math teacher. And it was kind of like, hey, man, that Taekwondo, why don't you come over here to kickboxing?
Yeah.
That allure, it just grabbed me. And then when I started, realizing, that Thailand, the martial arts that they bring.
Yes.
There's so much more than Muay Thai. There's Muay Boran, and there's so on and so forth. But that always resonated with me. So, for the, better part of 30 years, I've always been a fan.
Yeah. Why don't you think it's as big as the United States? I wish it was, because it is an amazing discipline, sport to watch.
Where is it dominant at?
Thailand.
Thailand?
Thailand,
The number
Southeast
homeland?
Asia, yeah.
South Pacific.
Yeah.
Muay Thai fighters are, man, like the cream of the crop when it comes to striking.
100%.
I think if you teach a Thai fighter how to wrestle, it's a wrap. I mean, MMA, like it's a wrap because even on their feet,
in the clinch, that's
amazing.
Jiu-jitsu standing up.
Yeah, it's an art.
Yeah,
it's definitely an art.
100%.
Did you ever compete?
No, not at all.
Just for
I never,
discipline,
it was just
lifestyle.
For discipline.
When you see RUZEL on a bag, though, it's like
I want
dude,
to.
My God, bro.
I was like, "There's one here. I'll hold it."
Yeah.
Whack the shit out that motherfucker.
No, but at this day and age, no, I don't compete. Everything's for
Discipline.
It's just for discipline, self, improvement, self-empowering. So
Yeah.
self-growth.
Are you getting your son involved with that?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
With that being said, shout out Eastside Muay Thai, Virginia Beach.
Hell yeah.
Our son.
That's where you guys live now, is Virginia Beach.
Oh yeah, we
right?
live in Virginia Beach.
And you guys been there a couple years now, or a year and a half or something?
It's our first full year.
Before that, you were in Texas, and then before that, you're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Road Warriors, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
We were just during the pandemic. We were just trying to find a home, to raise our son, and we found it in Virginia Beach.
Do you prefer Virginia over Texas? Ooh, gotcha.
Food-wise, Texas. Living, community-wise, Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Virginia Beach. That's Navy. Is that what have you been over there
It's
before?
in
You grew up?
Newtown, yeah. Well, no, my parents ended up, retiring in Fairfax County, right next to, one of the suburbs of Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And,
I just thought of something real quick.
it's like an epiphany time.
You know how everyone says there wasn't a plane at the Pentagon? This motherfucker was on the freeway driving next to it when it got crashed by the plane. So he saw it firsthand that there was actually a fucking plane.
He said, "Don't talk about anything."
No, I'm just saying. I've been wanting to throw that out there.
I was paying attention, Rizal. This fucking.
He's the only reason I don't believe in the conspiracy. And actually, Justin Tay, I think too, right? Or,
that needs to be edited and gone.
yeah, I know. Fuck your conspiracy.
Well, hey, Coach, real quick, I want to tell you something. So, based off of what you said earlier, so one of the many times I went and hung out with this fucking chooch at the shop, it was my day off. He said, "Come hang out with me," right? So I go hang out with him, smoke a little weed, and I meet his uncle. And uncle's a
cousin.
Was it your cousin?
Sammy? Yeah.
Dude, cool as fuck, all jewelried out. We're talking, right? And he's looking at my tattoos. So as me and Joe are out there talking on the patio, he's looking at he sees Van Damme, he sees Stallone, and he sees Bolo on my right leg, and he sees Drago on my left, and he goes, "Hey, Jacob, can I ask you a question?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Why the tattoos?" I said, "Well, I love 80s movies like Arnold, Stallone, Van Damme, like those. I made me want to be physical, get in shape, get muscles, Anyways, guy gets his phone out, FaceTimes Tong Po.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, right there, just like out of a whim, bro.
You want to see a gorilla turn into a fangirl? Dude, he brings up Tong Po. I'm like, holy shit. I'm FaceTiming with Tiger Tong Po. And he's like, "What's going on? How are you, Bob?" Dude.
How's Van Damme?
Yeah, how's Van Damme?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the like, how is he? Is he okay? Is he
Jean-Claude.
anything? Yeah, Jean-Claude. He was calling him Claude or something like that.
Yeah.
But crazy side story, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I was like, what the fuck, Joe? Your uncle
This
knows
is the
Tong Po?
very first time he came to my store, too, I think.
No, it was a couple times later.
Was it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, my cousin just showed up, and yeah, my cousin's super connected. He just knows everyone. He's got crazy stories. Anyways, so conspiracy. Anyways, hey, because you were in Texas, and remember back in the day when they had the huge power outages?
Yes.
This fucker was in the heart of it. Why don't you tell us a little story how that was?
Didn't it freeze too? It was
Yeah,
cold?
yeah.
Like
Power
some-
grid.
Yeah.
Dude, they had to go in their car, turn on the van. I think you had a van, right, or something. You guys had to turn on the heater to heat up. Like, that's how bad it was.
I think it was like a once in a lifetime storm. Like it froze the area, but everybody lost their power. It happened. Like what all happened?
What year was it? Was it
I was
21?
19?
21?
21.
Was it 21?
2000, the winter of 21?
Winner of 21, I think.
Or winter of 22?
No, that would have been.
Jorge,
Jorge, can you find that? Texas
Yeah, can you
freeze.
fact check that one?
Oh, shit. Thanks, Jamie. I mean, Jorge.
Jamie.
Texas, Texas freeze.
Or Mijo Jorge.
I think it might be 21 because we moved
21.
It's got to be 21.
to Virginia Beach at the end of
22. At the end of 22.
21.
21. Winter
Alright,
storm
21.
21.
Yeah.
Yes, this is nice.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
feel
So,
legit
yeah,
now.
we were
Clutch. I'm good.
we were in, just north of Houston. in winter of 2021, and it was what allured us out there was the real estate, the American dream. We didn't realize how, that state gets thrown to the elements. I've experienced, hurricanes there before, but I've never experienced like power outages on that scale. So in 2021, it was one of those things that it was crazy how cold it was. It was like in the negatives.
Whoa.
You
It was
can see
in the
your
negatives.
breath in your own house.
The power was completely out. We were just
How long was it out?
it was out for a few days, right?
Damn.
2 days, 3 days.
I think it's more than
It was like I want to. Do you know how?
It was like a week, wasn't it?
It was crazy.
It was
It
nuts.
was something crazy.
I remember you texting me and like it's still out. We're like, what?
George, can you bring that up for us?
And even our water.
Yeah, there was no water. There
Yeah,
was no
there's no
water.
water.
We
There
had
it is.
gas
Let's see.
because we had gas stove and we were
But
able
it's
to heat
not
up stuff, but it was still
Not a heater?
we didn't have a heater, and it was crazy because the irony of it, we were passing by the Generac person at Costco, and we were like, we're just
Only-
gonna wait for it to go on sale,
I told you we need
and
to
we
buy
were gonna pick up a generator, and then we didn't, and then that happened.
You hear that, Joe?
Yeah,
The feedback.
yeah, it's probably someone's phone. Should put it on airplane mode before we start.
Got it.
Airplane mode.
Airplane mode done.
What else will be his phone?
But it was terrible. It was completely terrible. We had to take out all our comforters to the
Wow.
point where we had so many comforters on us, it was weighing us down. And
breathe?
our son stayed in between us.
He's a little guy, huh?
He was a little guy. It was to the point where you took off the top layer of comforter and you saw the steam leaving and you could see your breath.
No way,
So you just stayed, once you got in, you stayed in there and tucked in, or what?
And we got fed up to the point where we're like, you know what? We at the time we had a brand new like Honda Odyssey, and we're like, you know what? Let's go in this bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck this
shit.
noise. Okay, carbon monoxide. Let's just open up our garage.
Were the like gas stations all down too?
No, so and then we were like, you know what? No one had power. So we were like, you know what? Instead of just sitting in the garage with the heater on, let's go drive around and see what's open. And then remember what was open? I think
McDonald's,
Whataburger.
Oh, they
What
had
a bunch
they
of
had
bullshit.
electricity.
They had a generator? Yeah.
Dude, we were mad as hell. And it's like, you know what?
What'd you call it, Jake?
What a pile of shit. That's what I
You
call
called
it.
it something. I remember.
Yeah,
No offense to anyone from Texas, man.
No, your food sucks.
I know everyone from everywhere.
Bro, I got in a
has
fight
their
with Jimmy last night. You heard me about
Yeah.
In-N-Out. He was like, In-N-Out's trash. I was
Oh,
like, what the
he's the one
fuck?
that-
And he's
own.
like,
I wanted to slap the shit out of
yeah.
him.
And he's like, Shake Shack. So I was like, you're a
Shake
fucking-
Shack?
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
missionary
my
guy right there. That's a
God.
missionary
Yeah.
guy. Shake Shack. Who the fuck goes to Shake Shack?
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
Yeah, that blew
missionary
me
guys.
away. But yeah, Texas had, Whataburger was open out of all places. And we were like, I'm not that hungry.
We got food at home.
No, but I was like, I'm fucking thirsty, but I didn't want to wait in that long ass line.
Oh, shit.
And it was just crazy. We had enough gas because we gassed up right before, but it was insane.
Damn,
it was
dude.
insane. And then, so here's the crazy part. You were hearing a lot of conspiracy theories, like, the grid will shut down because Texas wants to be its own, govern its own people, run
Yeah.
its own state,
Yeah.
so they want to be able to unplug at any time. But then again, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was there, for Hurricane Ike. I was at, prior federal government, but I was out there, during Hurricane Ike, and I remember going out. We had 8 days. I was in Conroe, Texas, during Hurricane Ike, and we went without power, sewer, water for like a week.
Damn.
And it was the craziest thing. And
Is that when you didn't have AC?
oh, it was terrible. It was the most horrendous thing I've ever been
What do you
through. I felt
prefer?
like being stuck in the dead of winter or being,
Yeah.
being real, I would rather be stuck in the cold
Yeah.
than a Texas heat, because in Houston, what a lot of people don't realize, dude, on a good night in the summer heat, it would be like 99 degrees with freaking 90% humidity.
Oh my God.
And it's
Oh.
unforgiving. And then a lot of people have this misconception. No, it's Texas. It's desert. Have you been to Texas? And seen how huge the state is? It's crazy.
So all the people that like fled California went to Texas. You
Yeah.
hear a lot of them coming back. Because
Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
So
they were
does-
like, this weather isn't good. Like, there was a lot of-
Does
takes a
Texas
different-
have like all deserts.
No.
That,
So
like, does it have everything in there? All the
it does.
different.
It has different, terrains.
Yeah.
Swamplands, grassland. Speaking out the side of my ass like I'm fucking, expert. But from us driving, from left to right numerous times in the whole state, you could see everything.
How long were you in Texas?
2 years.
Fuck
This
that.
last time,
2 days and I'm out.
2 years.
Cali boy.
Yeah, fucking birds exploded
But
in
you
the
like
sky
New
and
York,
shit.
though.
Yeah, I love the East Coast. I love the East Coast. It ain't fucking Texas. I'll tell you that right now. I've been to Texas.
It's a concrete island in New York City.
Yes, it
you know?
is. Yes,
it's
it is.
crazy to think about. Have you ever heard that? Concrete island?
Concrete jungle.
Concrete jungle. Is it concrete jungle?
They call it the concrete jungle, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Texas. What'd you do in Hawaii? You're a kid in Hawaii, right?
I was all throughout. I graduated high school in. Oh, I'm sorry. Graduated high school in Hawaii. Just became a young adult.
Yeah.
And then from there, I moved to Virginia because my parents ended up, leaving Hawaii and getting jobs out in DC.
Yeah. So you used to be a little radio star hit in Hawaii.
No,
Let's talk about that.
That's in a perspective as a kid. I always had. In a perspective of a kid, you blow things out of proportion. But there was a time, when I was in Hawaii, I always wanted to be on the radio, and then I remember at the time there was a brand new radio station that just hit up, 104.3 Extreme Radio, and I was like, man, I want to be on that bad boy, man. And then so I used to be the annoying person that would call the hotline. Freaking all the time and like, hey man, how can I get on? How can I get on? And then before you know what, they were like, you know what, dude, just here's our address. Stop bugging us. Just come over here and see what you could do for us, man. And I was like, man, I got so excited. I told my parents, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be an intern. I'm gonna be something. My parents were looking at me like, sure. And so I had the pleasure of getting into the radio industry in Hawaii. That's cool. I think I was like 18, 19 years old.
Hell yeah.
Got to rub elbows with different artists and stuff like that, and it's
cool.
It left a permanent impression in my life.
Hell yeah.
Were you like a VJ or just?
No, I wasn't. Truth be told, I was an intern.
Okay.
But as an intern, when you're 18 years old and you're an intern and you're seduced by the allure of like, oh my God, is that Mariah Carey? Is that Prince?
Oh fuck!
Is that Jodeci? Oh whoa!
Jodeci. What do you know about
Casey and
Jodeci?
JoJo. Oh my God!
What do you know about Jodeci, Adam? That's
And
grime
it's-
music.
Yeah, that's some love making music.
Yeah.
Well, like I remember
Casey and JoJo?
To show my age, I remember I got to
Prince,
rub
though.
elbows with like Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. Oh shit! They did this like New York anthem back in the yesteryears that just like took over the radio waves. And then I remember back in the day, I think this was like in '98. I was on the balcony of this club and I looked at him. I go, bro, I want to be you. And he looked at me, and Peter Guns, he looked at me and he goes, you know what? You know what separates me from you? Absolutely nothing.
Hell yeah.
He was like, dude, man. And he just gave me a impromptu pep talk. He was like, dude, go get yours.
Hell yeah.
And it lit a fire under my ass. I wanted to experience everything.
Yeah. That's dope.
So, living in Hawaii, I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And I wanted to explore the mainland.
Yeah.
No better place. And my parents ended up going to Washington, D.C., and I followed. So,
Wow. Isn't it crazy that everyone from the mainland's trying to go to Hawaii? You get away. It's pretty wild. I'm sure when did you guys meet?
First time 2014, but official 2015. 2015.
correct.
Final answer.
He's all looking at her. Bitch, you better answer right.
It's usually the opposite, but they're like,
Yeah, so
the girl
you
like
guys, she's like
that.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
you guys kind of met right when we first met, or like a little before we met, right? So we all met in Las Vegas when I owned my dispensary, right? And then you guys were in the vape business at the time, right?
100%.
Selling e-liquids and all that stuff. And then I wanted to get into their business, so we and they were like, "Well, we really like your business," and so we'd all get together and smoke and hang out, and then became really good friends.
It's funny because I got into the e-business, the e-cigarette business, thinking it was the cannabis vape business.
Equivalent.
He's like, we're gonna kill
And
it.
so when I got into it, I was
gonna
like,
kill it,
wait,
guys."
this isn't nicotine. What are you talking about? Wait. Damn, I got in the wrong one, man. So when he came around and he was like, you know what? I'm in the cannabis industry, bro. And I was like, hey, I'm trying to get out. You're trying to get in, fool. What's cracking, fool?
Yeah.
You know, and it's been
That was
magic
the
ever
best
since.
impression.
I was like, hell yeah, man.
That made me look egotistical.
Yeah, no, this dude walked in, like I had this, this vape store, and dude walked in, and he was like, I was like, yo, who the hell is this dude, man? And then you had Megan with you, and it was like, oh shit, are these business people going to try to, sell me some fucking shit? They're going to try to sell me some Herbalife. I was like, yo,
Some
what the
swampland in
fuck?
Arkansas.
So then, one of my boys was like, no, dude, he's in the cannabis industry, man. He's where I get my good shit from. I was like, oh.
Okay.
Hey, man, open the door, let him in.
Shit's fine.
And it was the best decision I ever made, like opening my door to this dude.
Yeah.
Do you think he was Italian too when you met him, or what? From a
What
distance?
did you think he was? We have
Yeah, question. Yeah.
I honestly thought he was like Greek, Greek or Turkish. I thought it was something like that.
I'll put Greek because Greeks are kind of chooches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what about you? Did you think he
Yeah,
was a
quick
fucking-
side note. These two have never heard of Chooch before, which I haven't either until I met Jake.
Yeah.
But they send me a picture, which I sent to you guys. They were just driving on the road the other day,
See?
and they see a "Don't be a Chooch" bumper sticker. And they're like, what the fuck? We never even heard this. And all of a sudden we see a bumper sticker, and it's on your guys' podcast.
So what about you? Did you think
Wait.
he was Italian? What'd you think?
I'm like, definitely, I was feeling like he was some part of like Europeanish, like somewhere on that side of the planet.
Told you. Fist pumping and shit.
V-neck? Was he rocking V-necks then?
No.
Extra medium V-necks.
I didn't rock V-necks until...
Wait,
I don't know. I did it for a few years.
Joe always wore the same like outfits. Whatever was comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam
That's
Adam
how it
has talked to him
translated.
about that recently on the pod.
No.
Adam called him out on that.
He didn't say for dressing too comfortable.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, you better be nice. And then, Vegas.
So you guys have known each other for how long?
We're about to hit 10 years, I think.
Yeah, almost
Damn.
a decade.
Damn.
It's just crazy.
So have you guys have always really kept in touch like this all the time?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, no, as soon as I met RUZEL, dude, he had me at hello. He's such a good talker, bro. He just like
Lionel Richie,
okay, so like RUZEL's real good at
Hawaiian Lionel Richie.
at like getting you wet, you know what I mean? He just
yeah.
he breaks you down good. He's just into your conversation.
He'll
He
juice
asks
you
the
up,
right
yeah.
questions.
His eyebrows like
He's
get
so
in.
good.
His mannerisms.
He's so into me.
Yeah, he likes me. Like
Yeah.
and he'll like praise you. and
This
I'm
is
just
my
like,
friend.
Yeah.
He kind of liked me.
Yeah.
It's like I've known him my whole life.
Well, so what was kind of shitty is we literally met for probably like a couple months, and then I was like, "Yo, I'm out of here," and I went to Santa Barbara. But and I wanted to start a juice company, and RUZEL was like, "Hey, I have this background experience." I was like, "Cool, make me some flavors," and that became our juice company later on. Long story, but. So he was around during Cherry Vapor Lounge, and then we started Royal Extracts, and RUZEL was right there. He's like, "Yo, let's get to work."
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, he just moved back to Virginia, dude, and we're doing work together, like distro, dude. He was fucking killing it over there, bro. He put Royal Extracts on the map on the East Coast, just so
Hell yeah.
we all know.
Hell yeah.
Him and our other boy too, Justin. Yeah, dude. So yeah, no, forever.
What'd you think of when you first saw him working a bag? Were you like, were you scared? Like, give me your Joe voice. Like, OMG, was that? That shit's fire.
The sassy one?
Yeah.
the sassy one? No, fuck, dude.
Were you like,
Where
what?
were we? That I've seen. We've gone. We've gone to the gym maybe a handful of times together, right?
Yeah. But I was so I was also thinking a quick tangent. Shout out to Andrade Muay Thai out in Las Vegas. Jason, ridiculous. Jason Andrade is the owner of Andrade Muay Thai out in out in Las Vegas. Man, I respect the hell out of that cat. But anyways, back to everything. I always knew he was into working out, but if you notice, I used to, since I've been working out since 2010. I kind of have this different approach where, I want to be able to. You ever seen that movie? Wait, hold on. Zombieland.
Yes.
Okay,
hasn't?
Zombieland, dude. So back in the yesteryears,
Joseph, I swear to God, dude.
Is that
It's
the one?
fucking to watch movies.
Is that with the two white guys and the
The two white guys? You're calling Woody Harrelson a white guy?
Woody Harrelson? Who's the
And
other
you're-
one?
So back in the
Okay,
yesteryears, I used to do I actually used my introduction into fitness. I can't make this up. I got introduced to fitness from Beachbody.
Okay.
The whole, the P90X. I can't make this up. I can't make this shit up. That changed my life. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
It got me into knowing what, putting your effort into right places and having the discipline. I had a whole bunch of friends that were all into fitness, and you are who you surround yourself with. They're still into fitness right now. Respectfully, it's like, dude, gym owners, they're freaking fitness coaches, dude, nothing but respect. But now some of them are physical therapists.
That's pretty wild that you're saying about P90 and he's like Muay Thai.
Yeah, it's crazy because
it,
it was one of those, truth be told, man, I used to be really big, before the 2000s.
Okay.
I used to be, an Islander kid, man. I was hella big. At my biggest, before 2010, man, I used to weigh like in 350.
Yeah.
Can't make that up.
Boy.
And then in 2010, my doctor told me straight up, he was like, bro, you're killing yourself, man.
That's why you got big calves.
And then he told me straight up, he goes, dude, real talk, you need to start looking into like weight loss surgery. And I was like, word, weight loss surgery? I come to that point. Ended up getting it in 2010. And I modified my workout approach, my diet, and everything, my efforts from that point on.
And what became your workouts? Like just cardio based?
No, it was at first it was P90X style. It was like breaking things down to what you guys do. Back and buys, shoulders and tries.
Yeah.
It taught me how to group things, how to, like I said, put effort into the right places.
Right.
Did you? I remember I tried doing the first P90X, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it and I did one of the movements and I swear to God I tore something. I was like, something just ripped, because I wasn't that. Cause I'm big too. But this was back when it first came out. But anyways, I know as the P90X got more like famous, he came out with harder. Were you doing the harder ones?
Yeah,
Insanity.
My friends were. My friends really got huge into that.
Yeah.
And I respectfully, at that time, I wasn't at that fitness level to hang with them.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be. But I also knew at the time, I Muay Thai at heart. But I don't have the deep pockets to always pay a coach, the X amount of dollars it does, especially in this economy.
Facts.
So at the gyms that I do belong to, I always have this functional approach mentality where, the first 30 minutes I'm doing yoga. My wife is doing the same thing where, first 30 minutes we're doing yoga. We're focusing on our mobility. And then we do functional strength. We take a lot of CrossFit, workout style exercises, but take out the PR aspect of it.
Okay.
And then all in our goal is to tie back into Zombieland is that number one rule, man. You need cardio.
Yeah.
You need to have functional strength to get out of shit. Because I used to have that, I'm going to do back and buys today, but how am I going to apply that in my real world life? Or how am I going to apply it to my everyday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, Rozel makes a good point when he says that. It's like, we're just sitting there bulking all the time, you know what I mean? But it does apply to some, like, we could pull ourselves over a fucking building if we're on, like, the end of something, right? Because we do fucking pull-ups all the day long, you know what I mean? So it's like things like that, but then, like, cardio situations, like, dude, we're going to get gas if you're
for sure. I
can
get the kids on my back, but I'm getting after 20 steps, get off.
I always say this is just for looks. They don't do anything. It's just for looks because they're like, go pick up that box because you're big,
Yeah, I do it all the time. I do. It's my job.
Like right now being winter, I know we're both, we're not competing on anything. We're not trying to I'm not trying to be no model. So in the off hibernation season, I still want to hold myself accountable. I got back boobs, but best believe I could move.
Hell yeah.
If warranted, I always try to bring it to a fighting sense. I always want to try to be ready to give, I could give 3 rounds. Right now, without any training or any preparation, I know right now at my fitness level, I could give 3 solid rounds right now. 3 solid rounds. Mm-hmm. So I know I have to bust my wad those rounds in order to put that shit
So
on.
mentally, that's like a check mark for you to keep you like
Always
in your
sharp,
fitness
always
goal.
sharp.
Like that's what keeps you.
I will
tight.
give that to Rozel. He has his family ready.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those people that like prepares a family. Like
Everybody's on the same program. Like you guys are all working towards the same goal.
Well, they have firearms. They believe in the Second Amendment and whatnot. But like it's said, like okay, if someone enters from this room, this is where you're gonna go. This is what you're gonna pick up. This is, you know what I mean? Like he has it down to a science.
Got to.
We can't talk too much about it, but you were in the government stuff.
Edit it out.
I know we got
Edit it
to
out.
but
No. Okay. So yeah,
can
I
we be
was actually-
general about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. You know, both of my parents were, you know, in the federal government. So with that being said, you know, that, you know, after college, you know, that was my career.
What do you have a degree in?
I have a degree in communications, you know, with an emphasis in public relations from Marymount University in Arlington, Virginia. No, it's a private Catholic school, so I don't really say too much about it.
Right.
But, you know.
This is CBD, by the way.
Yeah. But,
Oh, dude. We're going to end up missing, dude. Watch. God damn it.
Great.
Have you seen Escape Plan?
But yeah, always, you know, having that influence of, you know, my parents being in the government, then myself getting into, I got into Homeland Security, you know, during college. I was working at TSA. And then, you know, when I got my degree, I started working at the State Department as an adjudicator.
God damn.
And, you know, I did, background, you know, I just basically vetted people, make sure they are who they say they are on paper. That's it. Are they a trustworthy person? You know, I was a glorified paper pusher. But, you know, with that being said, you know, I have worked through a few administrations.
Yeah.
And, you know, to come out the other end, or, you know, being a communications major, one of the, you know, some of the golden rules that they teach you in life is not to talk about politics, finance, you know,
Religion.
you know, and religious beliefs, and you'll be okay. You know, having my experience and my time intimately within the federal system, coming out the other end, I realize that the picture that is painted to the general public, left, right, this, that, it's, in my humble opinion, it's just a ruse. You know, it's the same.
Distraction.
You know, we work. It's two sides of the same coin.
Yes.
And so,
Because it should be the people versus the government kind of situation, not the people versus the people, right?
no,
Like a divide.
I'm a firm believer that, you know, the government should be for the people, by the people.
Facts. You know, like the original plan?
100%.
Yeah.
But, you know, in this day and age, you know, unfortunately, that's not how it is. You know?
Right.
Do you think the LEX improved that?
I don't... It's one of those, we live in a day and age where I will believe anything now.
Yeah.
Take back 5 years ago, if you told me that there's going to be an event that's going to make us all stay home, cover up, and fear for our lives, I would have looked at you like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? But it happened. You know, with all respectful saying, you know, when, you know, Trump ran for presidency, with, you know, from my experience, I was like, no way.
Yeah.
But it happened. So there's all these things that are happening that are like, we're at a point where, wow, we live in this culture with so much shock value that you've become numb to everything else.
Yeah.
So right now, with this next election that's coming up, I'm at a point where with the powers that may be, it's already decided.
Yeah.
You know, everything's already in play and everything's already in motion.
Yeah.
All we could do is what they view us
Spectate.
as is the cogs in the wheel of everyone else's master plan.
Yeah.
So
That's fucking deep, son. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, we're going to end up missing tomorrow. All right. Well,
yeah. It's been fun, guys.
Yeah.
R.I.P. World Talk.
I'm like, what's happening to Adam? Adam's like, my name's not Adam. Leave me alone. Where are you being mean to me?
This video will never get released either. It'll be stuck on a hard drive somewhere.
No audio.
Yeah, no audio. Why you gotta put the audio down, bro?
Well, I was just saying, like, messing that.
Joe, he said it was the government that fucked up, not you.
They might have came and snatched your audio
It's still personal when you brought up the audio.
UJC started talking about flat Earth, and fucking NASA came out at night and fucked up our shit.
Do you think we went to the moon?
Oh, fuck.
And then in what was that, 56?
1969, I believe.
Okay.
Jorge.
Jorge.
Get on it, baby.
What you got for us?
I feel stupid that we don't even know.
These are ninja.
I thought it's
You should know.
or 50.
Fuck, dude, relax. He's not NASA.
You got to take a test, I'm sure, to join the government.
No, no. It's just because I was a paper pusher in the government. I don't know everything. I was
69.
July 16th, 1969.
69, your favorite number. You
Yes,
should know
it
that by heart.
is.
Jeez.
And I'm on top. I'm like, hold on. Hope you do core, mama.
Deep breath.
I'm gonna do a reverse plank.
Yeah. Oh my God. Your feet are on the air.
Shut up, dude. I worked out too hard. My arms hurt.
Yeah. That was a good pump this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you think?
Do I think we went to the moon? You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because it's like, you know what?
What if we didn't? Who cares, right?
What do they have to gain from it? If it is or isn't. And I'm at such a point, conditionally, and in my life that if we did or did not, how is it affecting me right now?
Yeah, good point.
Does it really bother me? Like, does it save me on my taxes, my health insurance? No, then
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't mean to be rude, but
You think, Lexi, we landed on the moon?
Oh, I don't talk about this kind of stuff. I don't know. It's like I've always been open-minded to things. So
Are you
if
into
we-
conspiracy stuff?
No, because there's so much shit on the media, especially ever since
there
TikTok
on
came out.
purpose.
Everyone has all this like stories, even within like Disney movies and everything. So it's just like, what do you even believe in?
It'll-
So
nowadays?
so Lexi owns follow her on Instagram, Lexi
Lexi Vasquez
Let's get
_, but Lexi with the Y, not an I.
Oh shit!
see?
You can make a whole saying out of that,
Yeah.
And she does really dope work. She does a lot of media management. Has a bunch of companies she manages. Does killer shit. So you're on TikTok all day long. That's kind of your job, is to kind of like see what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So you see a lot of this shit, then I imagine. Well, unless it's not in your feed.
It depends. Like on my personal feed, sometimes it comes around because a lot of the times stuff that goes viral gets pushed to everyone's like For You page or just like as you're scrolling, whether it's Instagram or TikTok. Or if you accidentally like someone's post in a conspiracy theory, they're just gonna start pushing that out on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that shit will drain your energy because you'll get sucked in, and then like, all of a sudden you're like reading this, doing this, watching this, and then for what? Like you can go down all these different rabbit holes, and they all lead to who knows what.
But I also think it's kind of unhealthy because
Yeah.
your mind is so strong that you actually start believing in
Yes.
some of these things.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's like it drains it pulls from you, it drains your energy.
Because you're always like stressed about something happening.
it's like I was always very big on the serenity prayer. If you guys, I don't have to recite it. This is not a sermon, but there's a part in it. It's like, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't control. Basically, if that's out of my control, why? Unless if I'm gonna do something about it and be that change. If it's out of my control, I'm not gonna pay it any mind.
Yeah. It kind of. Yeah. Go ahead.
There is one thing I do believe. I don't believe like we're the only things in the whole entire universe.
Preach, mama. Preach.
I mean, the world is so big. Like, even though, let's say, even like I don't feel like there's other like humans like us, but we can't just be the only organisms. In the world. There's so much out there.
Did you
can
see
even-
that telescope that just picked up city lights on another planet?
Get the fuck out
You
of
haven't
here,
seen that?
dude. I'm not
Oh,
doing
dude.
this.
Yeah, no. There's a whole article. They have a whole whatever.
Do you,
talk
okay,
about
so
it.
in your okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think things have gotten bad, or have things always been like this as far as crime
Good
and
question.
crime and let's like pedophilia? Well, I can't even say that right. Pretty much nasty motherfuckers. Is it because now we have more access to it because of the internet and phones or were things good when we were growing up?
You want to go on your side?
I personally think that things have grown at an exponential rate.
Okay.
It's understandable when you have a population boom and you have technology at your fingertips.
Yes.
And you start losing identity amongst millions,
Yes.
billions of other people. The human soul is trying to shout for individuality and uniqueness.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we live in a world right now where, people want to be heard. People want to separate themselves. They want their own identity. They don't want to be drowned out. They want their matter their matters looked at equally or more important than everyone else's. But do I recognize the world we live in? Not anymore. I'm a kid of the 80s, man. I'm a kid of the 80s, and it's one of those things that
80s
it's like,
babies.
Yes. Yes.
What's your go-to music?
Oh, dude.
Oh man, dude,
Talk to me,
it's
Goose.
tough, man. No, it's really tough. So, when you look at me, you obviously might think I might listen to one genre of music versus another, but dude, I grew up with my dad loved classic rock. Dude, the Eagles, the Doors. My dad was a Deadhead. Fucking knew about Jimmy Buffett before I even knew about Run DMC.
Damn.
But as I got older in life, my palette of music opened up. So, if you did,
You think my dad's wild? Ruzel's dad's on another level, bro. Like wild, dude. Like,
He's like Chuck Norris. Is your dad Chuck Norris? Is that
No,
who that is?
dude, if you could get my
What do you
dad to
mean?
come on
Like-
this podcast,
it'd be 6
my
hours
dad will
long, bro.
blow your mind
Yeah.
away.
Dude,
I
you're
cannot
already
make that
fucking with
up.
me, so I can only imagine him.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
my dad would
nuts.
blow your mind away.
Yeah, and he knows shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. The first time I met him, oh my god, I love this story. Or I love him for this because I was in his driveway and he comes out to meet me, and I was like, "That's a huge antenna you have right there," and he's like, "Yeah, that's to listen for all the Democrats in the area."
He said that?
I just started dying laughing. I was like, "Those guys great."
So what's your response to that question about is there more access now, or has it always been bad?
Well, I think as far as like violence and wars, I feel like that's always been around the world, even back from the yesteryears. But as far as like how often it's being discussed, it's always on the phone.
Yeah.
TikTok, Instagram, the news, Google, Facebook. It's always on there. And so I just feel like it's kind of worse, especially with the age is starting to go lower as far as the violence. Like now you got teenagers.
Yes, I agree with that.
And it's sad because I have little teenage siblings, and I hear their schools get shut down due to like an active
Well, it
person.
almost goes hand in hand with the access to everything. Younger people are getting access to see other things going on, so then it just trickles down to a younger generation has access to certain stuff that like we didn't have access to none of that growing up and doing it like instant now, like you know what I mean for these kids. And some kids aren't regulated by their parents or whatever on what they're looking at or what's going on. So you know what I mean? Their mindset is totally different going to school with the kid that's engaged with their parent. You know what I mean? Who cares? And it's wild. Who knows? You never know.
One time he asked me, it was like about my son Boo Boo. He texted me, it was like, "Hey, what's Boo Boo's IG?" I'm like, he don't have one. He ain't allowed. He's 13. He's too young. Like, no, I don't think social media is good for like teenagers. I just think it's nothing but bad news.
Yeah.
It leads to drama. He don't need to focus on that. He's a stud working out. He's an athlete, football. Like I don't want his time and energy going towards that. I just don't.
Yeah. I always felt I don't know, like because I've never personally ran into to a person who was they them pronoun based someone, but I see it all the time on TikTok. So it makes me think is like how many people out there are really like that, and how many times are they just showing it in our faces all day long,
shoving it.
So
okay.
Like we just constantly see it, and we're like, dude, fuck these people. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Or like we're getting upset, and it's like I've never met one in real life.
Well, that's why he's never going back to what he just said. Like he thinks it's all a ruse. It's
too much.
Yeah, I know because you don't know where to start when we're talking about this. But I saved the politics episode for this one actually because Rozel's.
Does anybody have an opinion
No,
on this Epstein release?
oh Adam Hadouken.
I just asked, like, it's just
No,
like,
he's
Get him, baby.
Great
it's
question.
easy.
Fucking
Like, there's just-
Yeah, how do you
right
feel
here.
about the Epstein?
like
list
some
that
of the
just came out?
names being released, you guys is just like,
Are you even into it? You're like, dude, I don't even give a fuck because you just don't want to like.
Well, I got one for him. I'm saving after this one, but go ahead.
Okay.
and I'm not trying to put you in the hot seat. I just think it's a good topic right now.
So this is just my individualistic opinion.
Come on.
Okay, this is just me and me
Come on.
alone. I actually believe it was, Epstein's Island, was in an Israeli sting. I really do. To entrap, political, power, political, figures, heads of state, people of power, to gain leverage. espionage, spy tactics. It's
Look it up.
it's done. It's
on
real.
it, George. Get on
So
it.
with that being said, it's one of those things that we all have heard it, where on one of Epstein's islands, one of the pictures that's hanging is Bill Clinton wearing a dress.
Yep.
And no bigger fu than to be like, yo, dude, got your president on my wall.
From my understanding, it was 170 names, right? But they said that wasn't all of them. So why aren't they giving us the full list? Who else is on there that they're not going to let us know about?
Power of the people who are power of the people who are going to release the list.
It's supposedly figures all around the world like are brought in there. You know what I mean? To
so
like
the prince,
they entice anybody in the
that
world to get
pervert.
what they want, so they can they know what's going on. They want it's all documented, so then they can have leverage or access to other things around the world. It's power control.
We do it on a minute level. Yeah. We do it on a everyone scales everything, right? I like to dumb down everything, if you will. It's as far as like, oh man, dude, he'll do it. I seen that fool snort coke off a hooker's tit before. He's gonna hook me up. Same concept,
right,
but on a grander scale.
Can you find it? Wonder if it's like look at Epstein Island, Israeli.
I won't even put Israeli. I'll just put Epstein Island list.
Mossad. It's
list.
Mossad, right? That's what they're called. No, IDF. No, what's their? Yeah, it's the Mossad.
Our what's the list called?
Epstein flight log list?
Yeah, the flight log list. Did you see
Or just,
Aaron?
no, not the
did
list,
you guys
but
see
just
Aaron Rodgers called out Jimmy Kimmel for being on the list?
Yeah.
Dude, I heard a lot of people were calling out.
Was
Jimmy
Stephen
Kimmel.
Hawking there over here?
How is
Yeah,
in
dude,
his
what the
wheelchair?
fuck?
In
Yeah.
his wheelchair?
There's all
What
those
the fuck's
memes.
there you go. There it is. The Mossad link. Joe, check that out.
Well, what's great of all, like, where was the island?
Read it out loud. What does the title
Yeah.
say?
Does it?
The writer who broke Epstein case of rumored Mossad link is worth digging into. Reporter Julie K. Brown isn't convinced the accused sex trafficker took his own life. Says associate Robert Maxwell may not have been possible Epstein connections to the Israeli intelligence community. Says Julie K. Brown, who broke perversion of justice. Jeffrey Epstein's story was released January 20th. Epstein had a close relationship with Robert Maxwell. Interesting.
It's gonna be. We'll see.
Interesting. Dude, can I just get to this question? Who killed JFK?
Shit, I don't know.
They mucked up that story quick.
Right? Like
know what they're doing.
that's the most. But see, that's where I go. I agree with her about. You said like there's so much bullshit out there, right? But I feel like the bullshit gets mixed up. Come on.
That's
bro.
what all you got to do is muck it up from the start, and nobody knows what to believe.
Like they
you know
found
what
a
I mean?
whole bullet in the freaking gurney. Come on, bro. That went through two guys. What 9 times? 8 what did he say? It ricocheted 8 times off their bodies. Everyone believed it. It's like no fucking way, man. No fucking way.
It's so easy. That's why, you always have to worry about documentaries. It's
Yes.
like, dude, what are they telling you? Like, everyone has an agenda. Every video you see, everything in the world is an agenda. We have an agenda, right? We want to whatever our thing is, right? But there's
world domination.
you have to really sit there and listen and research and fact check, because I'll run into TikTok videos like that one about Trend. This guy was sitting there, looked official. He's like, "This is not good for you. You need to stop right now." Just went on this whole fucking rant about it.
You should have just been like,
and I was like,
dislike, bye.
Yeah. But I was like, holy shit, does this have validity to it? But then you do research and oh, this guy's just fucking getting likes. He's just trying to get you to fucking click on his page, Mm-hmm. A lot of the the World Star ones, a lot of them will be planned too. If you really look into it, you'll be like, oh no, this is a setup. But I don't know, man. People will do crazy shit for views.
I do like all the funny videos now, like the access to all the funny viral shit.
Yeah.
Like people's bloopers or stuff happening. That's good, worth watching.
I just feel like some of it is
Bring it up a little bit.
I feel like so much of it is pre-planned that it doesn't feel real anymore. Like back in the Vine days, or those clips that felt
They're
more
original.
real.
Oh,
Yes. They felt genuine, and so now that TikTok, I feel like people want to be funny in every single
Staged,
video.
everything's
Yes,
staged.
everything's staged,
Right.
and I'm just like, oh, you piece of shit. It just doesn't feel real.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I always tell my friends, kind of get in their feelings or in their head about this perspective of having a happy, wealthy life. I'm like, oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But who was that guy that got busted for having so much cash and jets, but the jet was fake?
Oh,
Every influencer was using it.
Oh yeah, it's a little prop jet that
Yes.
people were using. In a warehouse somewhere. I saw that.
Like it was all fake, but people really believed this guy was like rich and well-to-do, but it was all fake.
come on.
Like
Jordan's on it.
what's your feed on your Instagram page? Like industry wise, like what do you got in there?
Cats.
What?
I kid you not. I ever since I became a cat mom, I watch a lot of cat videos. I am tired of watching other people's lives. I just rather entertain something that will bring like serotonin in my head, because there's so many beautiful people in the world, and obviously I feel 100% comfortable and confident in myself. But like sometimes I'll get in my head like, dang, this girl's so beautiful. I start picking myself like, oh, if I had this, half that. But how much is her smile real? How much is her smile with her kids and her relationship with her husband
Right, she's
real?
just doing it for the camera.
What's the depth of their life? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not just a picture of what you see. There's more to,
So I
more
feel
to it
like-
to be happy.
So I feel like I don't put, like, if you look at my social media, I don't have a lot of pictures of my son or him on there. Like, I have a certain private page because it's like I only care for my immediate family and friends that actually know me to see my family life. And then I have another one for my portfolio and my work, the public, what they see me in real life, because people are always going to have this perspection, or like, let's say I'm not smiling in one photo, oh, she looks miserable, she looks depressed or unhappy,
Right, it's
you
like
know.
making shit
So
up, right.
like internally, I'm
Instagram versus reality.
yes,
type thing.
Instagram versus reality.
Don't compare my highlights to your behind the scenes. You know, that when I heard that quote, that changed my thought about it forever.
Well, it's just crazy too. This day and age, everybody wants to give their opinion. Like, keep it to yourself. It's
Yeah,
not
if
for
you have
everybody.
nothing
Back
nice
in
to
the day,
say-
we mind our fucking business.
Yeah, like
If you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing.
Yeah,
It's just
dude,
simple.
I'm telling you, that's how I was raised. Mind your fucking business.
Like,
We have a lot of keyboard gangsters out there. You
Oh
know,
boy,
that
do we?
do-do-do-do-do.
Joe's dodging them. Huh, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like like fucking Neo.
Yeah.
That's how you're fucking.
I'm more like this. I'm like, bring on to me. Give me your comments. You know.
they're gonna come.
I'll eat them.
Good and bad. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it makes some people go crazy though, bro.
I know it does. I know it does. Oh, there you go, right there. Look, that's his name, Steve Emerson.
Who's that?
Influencer, millions of followers, mimicked a business owner renting out a fake private jet to influencers. The name of the fictitious plane.
Like here's another one to go on.
Cloud Chasers. I like
to
it.
bring up current events, like for example, there was that last night, to get everyone a date reference, there was that mall shooting in Miami, but it turned out that it was reported, everyone's like saying aliens.
Yeah.
What?
Have you guys heard about that? It just
You didn't
happened.
see that either?
No,
Dude, pull it up. I'm being dead serious. The one about aliens in Miami.
dude, that's it, bro. I
So,
love all you guys.
Aliens
That's
in
it.
Miami.
We're gonna
and
go missing tonight.
Here's the craziest part about that. I'm calling bullshit because we live in a day and age where everyone is glued to their phones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's.
That-
No one knows how to live in the moment. Everyone always has their phone out.
Yeah,
How
good
come
point.
there's only
Good
one
point.
angle of this
I got one for you.
event when there was millions of people there? How come there's no other footage or no other angles?
Right.
Could it be the fact that the government uses AI to monitor it? And the AI can.
So as soon as someone posts a video, it deletes it.
No, not even that. It can just change the video. I'm just throwing it out there, being conspiracy boy. Can the AI, like, if it picks up the algorithm that somebody's searching it or posting it, can it alter the video you're watching?
Oh shit, dude, that'd be next level. So you post a video, but then once everyone else sees it, goes to look at it, they're actually seeing something different, but they're using your fucking views. How would you ever know? How would you ever
I
know?
don't know, bro. I'm just going with the theory, man.
I'm so high, bro.
I'm just saying, dude. Everyone
If
uses
I may-
ChatGPT for everything these days.
But from a realistic standpoint, then that would mean the government and the network that's displaying that information, or putting that information out there, is in cahoots with each other.
I mean,
Because that's when you're painting the narrative now.
Yeah.
You can narrate however you want with that power, with TV and you know what I mean, all that.
Media.
Influence.
Yeah.
Everyone's an influencer now.
Yeah,
Everyone's an influencer
oh
now.
man, like you said about the documentary. So you know what documentary almost had me switching my whole fucking life up? Was the one about the fucking vegan weightlifters and stuff.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I see fucking God himself on there, Arnold, and he's like, "Yeah, I vegan." I'm like, "Wait, what?" who are you? And he was talking about he used to live heavy, and I'm like, he's like, I don't need to do that no more. No, I'm doing like now he's like eating vegetables, like all vegan. And I'm like, who are you? So, anyways, I did it, and boy, terrible time in my life.
Vegan?
I was like, you know what? Fuck Arnold. I'm not eating fucking veggies. There's my fucking
Vegan
life.
or vegetarian?
I think it was vegetarian, right?
Vegetarian,
It was
yeah.
vegetarian.
Did you eat dairy and eggs and that type of stuff?
No.
So
It was
you're
like it was
vegan.
like kind of like between that and like juicing.
Yeah.
And bro, it was terrible. Fucking talk about a body shock.
No, as soon as I saw it, I was like, no, I'm calling bullshit.
I bought it.
And then you know who I think came in for the save was Joe Rogan, and he brought in that nutrition specialist and scientist, whatever. And they broke it down, and then everyone was like, "No, you're wrong. This documentary was so good," and whatever. And then so they got them all on with the dude who made the documentary, and they got into a big fight about
Oh, he
stuff.
was livid.
Yeah.
He was livid. It's like,
People
So-
get mad when they're proven wrong. So
yeah. Hey George, did you see that? What was it? The mall, the UFO, Miami. What was it? I don't understand. Oh, there you go. Look at it.
here you go, Jake.
I don't know if the rumors about the aliens at the Miami Mall are real, but I know I never seen this many police in one place.
Well, they said it was supposed to be an active shooter, and then it got switched.
That's
to
when it
some-
goes crazy. With the
I would
cops.
believe the active shooter because they're not going to be able to maybe film anything if they don't know where it's from. That gives me Las Vegas vibes right there.
So you're telling me that there's all that commotion and no one has their phone out? I find that hard to believe.
So that's where where the videos go.
AI.
I really, at this point, this is just an educated guess.
Look at that.
I don't
Look
think
at it.
at this point that it.
It's just what you said.
Everybody had a close up of an 8 foot.
I don't think the reach is there yet. I don't think is the capability there to do that. I feel it's scale. At a certain scale, yes, maybe, but to do it on that grand of a scale to that many people, what happens if everyone? So they have to shut. Just fathom that real quick and how much is involved in that.
So
You know.
do you guys think Eagle Eye is real or capable? That movie? You guys know the movie?
I do.
Is that the one with
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah,
bro.
Shia LaBeouf.
My man Shia LaBeouf. Fucking legend. I love that guy. But yeah, you think that's possible?
I don't see why not.
He's looking at me. I ain't say nothing. No, Adam, it's not possible. Just shut up.
I guess we.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after.
Okay, so truthfully, I could say I never actually seen the movie.
Thank God.
So
Thank
I
God.
don't know if we're talking here about surveillance, and is the capability of surveillance there on some crazy level? Yeah, of course.
Hey, Jorge.
But to the extent of the movie, unfortunately I never seen the movie.
Okay, it's crazy, but it'll make you think. But hey, have you guys seen the video of the new iPhone 15 Pro? And they pull out like what's supposed to be like a lens or something out of the phone,
No.
and it's a Bluetooth.
No.
So anybody can hook up to it, or somebody like it's in the iPhone like where you turn it over, they pull out this one, and it's like they pull it over here to this phone, and it pops up on Bluetooth, and they hook it to the phone, and they show the camera showing.
Is it by any chance would it be in the 14?
It's like a 15, I think. iPhone
no.
15 Bluetooth camera.
We just got done talking about how you can't believe everything you see on the.
It's kind of hard.
and
Like,
chill
this
for
is-
the block.
Yeah, that guy did that shit for likes, bro. Because there's so many people, especially anything technology. I've noticed, bro. Oh my god, like they're so good. They look so real. I don't know the context of the video, but there's so many fakes out there. Look at those concept videos they make now. You ever see that when they're like, "This is what the next iPhone's gonna look like," and it's like fucking gorgeous, and you're like, "What the fuck?" But it's not even real. Or have you seen PacSun's model? You know PacSun,
Yeah.
the store.
Yeah.
This girl, who's a completely fake girl, has a whole Instagram page with 100 or 10 million followers, and it's everyday life stuff, bro. She's like, "Hey, going to the mall today." She's got her bag on her shit, dude. She's like, "Hey, I'm doing a photo shoot."
She's
her in
not
a
real?
bikini. She's not real at all.
How do they do
It's
it?
a whole AI built
Wait,
Instagram.
what?
Yeah.
No, man.
And she's the main model for PacSun.
So it's an AI. So you're telling me
Right here, look.
You're telling me
Virtual influencer.
Miquela. Wait, what was that name?
That's not her. Is that her?
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is her.
What's the name? Miquela?
She changed her hair.
Oh, so you even follow it, you know.
I could have swore she was blonde, but
Oh my god, this is the fucking Matrix.
So this is AI generated?
yeah,
Like,
now
no,
everything's
this is-
AI generated.
This isn't real.
No, and this has been going on for a long time. This isn't new.
You can kind of tell. Look at that. Doesn't look real.
What? That doesn't look fucking real to you,
That does not look real.
dude.
All close and zoomed in like that.
yeah,
Maybe,
I'm like, damn, this bitch got good angles.
like that looks real.
I'm not
don't
like
know.
buying the
I
hair.
don't know how I feel
The
about
skin
that.
is.
Can
too
you go to her
Yeah, it's-
Instagram?
Skin is too smooth. Have you seen Joe
Find her
shave?
Instagram.
Yeah, it just looks too
Check
like.
out Joe. She said the skin is too smooth. I'm like, have you seen Joe shave? To scoop my. What is, skin is too That's crazy.
I got to get that Manscaped thing you're talking about,
Dude,
though.
it's amazing. Game changer.
I have a Manscaped, and I was
Game
not happy
changer.
with it, but it was like
No.
at least 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Oh,
but.
dude, this one right here. I mean, it's like having a fucking lightsaber. And you're
See,
just,
I'm Italian. I got the fucking thick hair.
you got the
know what I
fucking
mean?
hamburger meat,
Thick,
bro.
yeah.
I feel you. You got the hamburger meat.
Bro, did you get that from Fast and Furious, or is that a?
What, hamburger meat?
Yeah.
No, that's like.
You remember when
growing up in the East
Tyrese
Coast.
says it? I've never heard that
No,
before.
growing up,
until he's like-
really?
Yeah.
No, that big growing up in the East Coast. Like my dad would be like, look at this guy's hamburger meat, and you'd see it
Yeah.
popping out of his shirt.
Just his hair.
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, get
That
it
one's
together.
pretty crazy getting the hair done.
Look
though,
at this.
Like that.
What? Come on.
This is her whole Instagram right here.
Eating. But that one looks fake. The pink one with the stomach right there, like that.
This is too much, man.
This is wild.
This is, dude.
It's cheaper.
You
Are you telling me
do you
Chuck
follow?
Norris-
Why do
Is
I
Chuck
need to go
Norris-
actual hire
Do you
female
follow
models
her-
when I could just do this?
Do you
know what I
follow
mean?
her on TikTok?
No.
Well, that even goes for the marketing industry. AI is doing video editing, photo editing, copywriting,
Holy
newsletters,
shit,
everything.
dude.
So a lot of, anyone that's in the marketing field are getting let go, or their pay is actually reducing because AI can just do the work for the business itself now.
Crazy.
Dude. Can't take it.
So
You gotta- it's almost-
you mess around with AI in marketing, right?
I do mainly for like just email newsletters or copywriting sometimes, because I don't specialize in like communication like my husband does. So sometimes after handling so many different accounts, sometimes I just get overwhelmed on what to think, or I look too much into it. So sometimes AI just kind of helps me sound more like the business instead of sounding more like my thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the brand's voice. I rather sound like the brand's voice than sound like the marketing team.
That's a good thing.
That's fucking wild.
Expand on that. So you get to put a personal touch to it versus having like a bunch of people. Kind of is that my thought?
I think I know exactly what she's saying. It's like how you use it.
So, like for my last two personal posts, I actually had AI create my caption because I wanted it to shorten my whole year, like how my 2023 went. I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I did. Now shorten it for me. Tell me straight to the point.
What the fuck?
And it did it for me.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to read my long ass caption. It's straight to the point, but it gives you everything that I just
Covers
said.
certain
Okay,
topics.
how do you tell AI? Are you typing it?
Yeah. Yeah. So
So it's a system. It's a program. Like
So when we do our captions, we use ChatGPT, and so I go in there and I say, "Hey, I need a I need a podcast description for my podcast Roil Talk. In this episode, we discuss this, and this. Emphasize on this or whatever, and then it spits out like a bunch of paragraphs.
wow.
I'm
Here
like-
I am thinking this fucking guy's goddamn Shakespeare.
No, so
fucking
you-
the way he writes things on the episode.
Well, back
details,
in
I'm like, damn,
back
that
in the
boy's
day, I'd have to send shit to RUZEL because I'm horrible when it comes to writing. But RUZEL, dude, he'll whip up a piece of paper and you're like, holy shit, a lawyer wrote this. Like, he's good. And so I've always used him. But now that you have ChatGPT, you know,
good. Damn.
But sometimes I'll actually ask him like, "Hey, does this sound good or does it sound too fake? Like, does this not
Oh,
sound
yeah.
like me?" But if it's like for work, then it sounds more like the
profession,
industry that I'm working in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I firmly believe AI just totally obliterated my degree.
Oh,
Like
damn.
wholeheartedly.
Dude, the words
Yeah.
and the way it uses and does things and descriptions is crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. I firmly believe AI is going to make a lot of
I
things we do obsolete.
I think it's like better to learn how to use it and get good with it than to like hate on it, because it's going to be around. If like you know what I mean, like if it's going to be around,
You need to adapt with change. Right?
Yeah, you need to adapt with change with this one and get used to it, because it's a good tool to have to use for yourself personally, like resumes, letters, whatever you're doing. It can make you look so much better and crisp.
Can we control it?
Nobody knows that.
This
right
type
now.
of AI is not like it's not.
I guess it depends on the level of AI you're talking, because if you work at shows like CES, a lot of these companies show their version of AI. Some of them have it in a robotic form where it has its own thoughts. Then there's the computer version where you codes or tell it what to do and it'll give you that way. So like there's different levels of AI. Then I think it's going to get scarier how much more advanced that can turn into.
I want to say that I wholeheartedly believe that Elon Musk's hit the nail on the head, where he said we need to fear AI. The advancements it's coming down the pipe, and the influence and how AI could shape that is scary.
Yeah.
Have you seen when they asked him if he could cure like people living forever? And he's like, he doesn't even hesitate. He's like, yeah, I can make that happen where we never die. Yeah. He's all, but that's not how we're supposed to live, and like that's not how it's supposed to be.
Read it, Joe.
SpaceX and Tesla owner has long been outspoken about the dangers posed by artificial intelligence, and earlier this year warned it could even lead to civilization destruction. Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, hashtag Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we know this.
How many movies do we need before we fucking learn, right?
Dude, Terminator taught me everything about AI. All I needed to know. Like, no. No.
I also think that this past COVID taught a lot of people to learn how to live off grid.
Yep.
I learned something. Maybe you have told me. I'm sure we've discussed this, but governments cannot write law for something that doesn't exist. Does that make sense? So when weed first came out, okay, everyone's like, why isn't the government doing something about it and like making it legal, right? It was this whole thing, but they couldn't regulate something that they didn't know anything about. So it took years for them to learn like how the dispensaries worked, how distribution was working, how the grows needed to be, you know what I mean? There's so many, the book is like this thick on laws, right? So it's the same thing with AI now. It's like, well, how do you write the laws? It's just starting. Like we got to, how do you control it? You can't stop change, right? And growth, but you like.
I think AI is like crypto.
Yeah, in crypto, right?
You know what I mean, they had to chase it and figure out how to get ahead of it, and then finally they kind of got some traction on it. But like, it's gonna be wild to see.
Here's a conspiracy theory to throw out there. Oh. It's not even a conspiracy theory. Just kind of fact check and look into it. But as technology advances, so does the arsenal or the inventory of having EMP capabilities. Like countries are going to start investing in just different type of electromagnetic pulses that could disrupt technology, possibly shut it down in the off chance it runs wild.
You guys understand what that is, right? EMPs?
Yeah.
Just like in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Just like in the
There's
Matrix.
a conspiracy to that. Do you believe that that's where they say, I don't know what the theory was, that somebody did that to Texas's grid?
Like I said, we live in a world where man.
Well, so that's a conspiracy, but let's talk about the real one. When how about MGM, who just got cyber hacked?
Yeah.
And they couldn't get out of it. They had to pay the fucking ransom.
I think there's more than just MGM.
So it was MGM 40 hotels, right? And then it went to, or before that, we had the gas one.
Imagine when both sides of the fence of cybersecurity, the hackers, the cybersecurities, imagine when they both enable or adopt an AI assisted, line of defense as well as offense. On how crazy shit's gonna get, crazy
bombs is not gonna matter anymore. Who cares who has a hydrogen bomb? No one gives a fuck anymore. Now it's gonna be who has the baddest ass fucking AI, right? To like cyber attack and whatever, because we're so reliant on electricity and internet.
There you go.
They paid $15 million. No, Caesars was different. They paid that and they weren't even hacked yet.
Wait, but what did they have?
They just paid it.
Oh, Social Security numbers?
They were threatened. They said, "Hey, if you don't pay this, we're gonna attack you." So Caesars was like, "Fuck it, here."
MGM had lost 100.
And then MGM told them no, and they got hacked, and they ended up taking months to get back online, and blah blah, and they ended up costing them hundreds of millions.
People were there and they couldn't get in their rooms no more.
What? Oh, dude, that's happened to me on a drunk night.
Dude, they had to manually check everyone in. Like the wait time was like 5 hours just to get to your room. Yeah, it was fucked.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time drunk trying to get in my room. No, I really can't get in sober. Are you fucking kidding me?
So that dude, imagine that shit. Like, dude, like, what if like you hear a bomb off in the distance right now, and our phones are dead? Who are you gonna call? Where are you gonna go? You know what I mean? It's like that
Fucking
shit.
RUZEL?
That's so yeah, I know.
Well, he's here.
What about you
Chuck
guys?
Norris
You
is-
have to get back to Vegas to get your fucking kid. You know what I mean? Think
right.
about
We
like
gotta
that
get
struggle.
back
It's
to
like
guys.
fuck, like what happens now?
having rendezvous.
No electricity. You know what I mean? You don't even know if Vegas was bombed, and you can't find out anything. You're not gonna know anything of what's going on. You're completely dark.
It's
Exactly
like that.
my
Have you
damn
guys seen
point.
that? Have you guys seen that Netflix movie?
Which one?
Yeah. So
Julia Roberts.
what's that movie called? The one just came out with Julia Roberts on Netflix.
It's a little.
The
like,
end
They
of-
say the. Did you hear who the producers are?
No.
The Obamas.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
That's what I
Oh,
meant.
that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Bro.
Hey,
That's so fucked.
Why did I take the edible, Adam? Fuck you. Fuck. I can't do it.
Maybe we could watch it like.
Oh, yeah, leave the world
trailer.
behind.
Maybe we could watch a
Family
trailer.
vacation on Long Island is interrupted by two strangers being paired black as threat grows. Both families must decide how best to survive the potential crisis, while gripping with their own place.
If you're watching this, we're gonna talk about it, so it's gonna ruin it for you. But
That's interesting.
You know, for individuals that aren't politically charged, right, to take it for face value, you know, regardless who produced it, the overall message of it,
There's a message. in
there
there.
is a message,
yeah,
and they aren't wrong at all,
right.
period.
Oh, here's the
Dude,
trailer.
do you see the part where the Teslas?
That shit was trippy.
The trailer doesn't do justice.
Doesn't it?
Dude, well, no, like you watching your stuff.
It gets you. It
Like,
gets
I
you
was
wanting to
stuck.
watch it, but it doesn't. Like,
I was-
Conspiracy.
talk about
Do you
it.
I don't
think that
even-
eventually with Teslas, they're gonna like say like you're in a Tesla, right? You're in your Tesla.
Okay, let's hear. You didn't watch the movie?
Huh?
You didn't watch the movie?
No, this has
Okay,
been
I
always been
wanna-
on my mind.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay,
then.
so imagine how they're pushing like electric cars, right, on us. Right?
Yeah.
Us
watch the
Californians are dealing with that with good old Gabby. He's gonna push electric cars on us. What's the year? 2023, 2012.
Yeah, 23.
Anyway.
Oh no,
see the
25, 26.
So what at that
30?
point?
No.
35. It's 35.
Yeah, 35.
What at that point? Everyone has Teslas. Everyone has some type of electric car like that, right? Now let's just say you're like, oh, Joe, you gotta go to court. The car takes you there to jury duty, or like, you ever think that'd be like a possibility? Or like, car stops, they monitor you, like, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you're right. What if like you don't
Yeah.
make your car payment and your car just drives out of the driveway and fucking goes back to?
Dude, don't do that to me.
That's how they recall your shit, bro. Like,
I think it's for control, but we don't. I don't think. I think there's a power problem
You're like,
for
I
the
set up
for
a payment plan.
Yeah, I think there's a power problem for the grid to charge all these vehicles.
or what if it just doesn't work?
Yeah.
You're not making your payments. It like it's dead in your driveway until you
That's
fucking make
the
your payment,
worst.
and then just like your internet,
I tell you
right?
guys,
It's the same thing.
Buy your car cash.
Dude, like, hey, who's the real fucking plant right here, dude? I think it's you, dude. For
He's a mole.
Yeah.
He's a
For
mole.
what?
Yeah.
No.
For you and Rozel and the fucking CIA motherfuckers, or what? Scared.
I mean, I appreciate the change forward if it like benefits, but then you hear all this shit about solar and how like or the nickel. Wait, what is it? That
The lithium mines.
right.
For battery?
Yeah.
I'm talking about solar panel, like for energy.
No, but like the amount of electricity needed to power. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, all these cars, electrical cars, is
Or-
like insane, and we can't, and we put it out with CO2. So they're like, oh no, we're saving the environment.
Well, it's the same thing that powers. It's coal and something else. That,
Yeah, nuclear.
yeah, that powers
Hydrogen-
the electricity.
not nuclear,
so it's
right?
still something dirty, but
California is requiring all new cars sold in 2035
Yeah.
and beyond zero emission vehicles, which includes battery.
That's
Well,
just new cars.
Toyota-
Who has the biggest stake
well,
in that?
listen, hold
China.
on.
You know that, right?
Toyota doesn't like this because
and he was just here.
who. Oh,
China.
well, no,
Yeah.
but Toyota, the manufacturer, doesn't like all electric. They like plug-in hybrids because for one electric car, you could build 10 plug-in hybrids. But the energy and the stuff you're consuming isn't good, and it's like starting to show face with Toyota that they're right. So like it's kind of crazy to read different articles.
Yeah, those make sense, right? I mean, you're not gonna be stuck somewhere. You can get gas.
And they have
Like
the
those-
biggest like stake in that. China does. You know that, right? In the mine for it, they have like the biggest interest in that.
Supply or they're
Well,
into-
Supply, yeah.
Believe it or not,
he
U.S.
just
has
said
the
the church is
biggest
here.
mine. U.S. has the biggest lithium mine in the world.
Yeah,
Here?
or the most lithium available.
I'm sure
they're
we
trying to
don't
work
use
out
it.
on their whole excavation of it, but yeah, we got a lot here.
Who's your source, Joe? I'm gonna ask you that.
Is your van hybrid?
Oh no,
Hell no.
we were actually gonna get a Tesla.
Hell yeah, I want one.
We were
too.
like, oh, we're gonna get a Tesla, but right during the pandemic, it was one of those things that
Are there a lot of chargers over there?
when we moved to Texas, there was like no charge. Well, there were chargers, but not like there were in Vegas or the West Coast. Like you had to go out of your way to find a charger versus like here, they're in every grocery store parking lot.
Almost.
There's charging stations
This
everywhere.
up here, the high desert's not that much. Like
Yeah.
down the hill and stuff you go, it's like
Yeah.
you're like, damn, these chargers are everywhere.
Yeah.
So we got our last like gas guzzler.
So why during the pandemic?
Oh no, because we needed an extra car. We had a growing family, so just needed an extra car.
So going through the pandemic, or going through the grid failure, which was the more
I have a thing about the
Challenging.
grid failure real quick. I think it was planned.
What was more challenging?
yeah, like what was more like you feel like was like mentally, physically I get the cold, but like what was more like a mentally draining?
You were in Texas during COVID?
So during
The power grid, remember?
during the
Right.
during the so when you have something that's out of your control, like the loss of a power grid, you just throw your hands up to, man, when is the system going to come back online? When can I get warm again? Those factors. But when you go through something like a pandemic, and during the pandemic, we drove cross country quite a few times. Parents living on the East Coast, hers on the West. We drove cross country, I want to say a minimum of 6 times during that, when no one was traveling, everyone was masking up. So we got to canvass different parts of the states and see the way they were handling the pandemic from beginning to, because I remembered I proposed to you
February or March of 2020.
and we were in Vacaville, California.
That's up north.
In Northern California. It's, we were right outside of Travis Air Force Base. And I remembered we were checking into our hotel because I wanted to propose to her in, San Francisco, overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge. And the reservation specialist looked at us and was like, I just want to let you know some of the doctors that are working on the first COVID case is, they're staying in this hotel. They're working on Travis, but they're sleeping here. Are you okay with that? If you want us, we could refund you your hotel. And I'm like, man, I've been a Hilton Honors member for like freaking years, dude. Nah, man, you guys are good, fool. I don't even know what it is. And then so we got to see it just blossom from one case to when we went back to Vegas to a few cases, and everyone's starting to hunker down. Toilet paper became an issue. People were masking up, it looked like Mad Max. And then what was crazy was, I have a sister that lives out in Texas, and she was all like, during the pandemic, she was like, there's none of that going on, dude. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're here in the West Coast. Everyone is tripping out. Gas prices are like almost $6.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? And, my sister told me, she was like, dude, come to Houston, dude. Check it out. During the pandemic in Houston, the water park right next to our house never closed.
Damn.
Dude, there were still high school football games going on.
America.
But
America.
when we were driving back to Vegas, we had to remind ourselves, oh, honey, do you have a mask?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They wouldn't serve
No, we
you.
just left. We
That
just
shit
left
bugged me.
Texas. We got to mask up because people are going to start looking at us weird. And then when we were staying in Vegas for a month, and we would go back to Texas, and we had that, people were looking at us like, yo, why are you walking at the grocery store with your mask on, dude? And I was like, oh, we're not in Vegas. No, oh, we're in Texas. So
Honey, we're back in the States.
to go, to finally answer your question, it was like, yeah, the COVID was more taxing emotionally.
Yeah.
you know, physically, like everything. It was too much.
I hated the masks. That thing just. Ugh.
I think it divided us. It did for
sure.
Because you forget it at home.
I honestly think it slowed the world down.
Yeah, it made. I firmly believe COVID made
it fucked a lot.
Everyone hate each other.
Yep.
Everyone hated each other because everyone picked a side.
Yeah.
It forced everyone to pick sides real quick, real fast.
Yeah.
And everyone became ugly. Both sides became ugly.
Yeah.
You know, and
That's a good
things didn't make any sense. The world's going to shit. Why the fuck is toilet paper not available anymore?
Yeah.
Does that really make sense?
Right.
My mom is Filipino. I know how to wash my ass with my bare hand in some fucking water.
Yeah.
Real talk, because that's, you know, that's the way my mom did it. She wasn't afforded toilet paper growing up.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know,
Yeah.
did it Neanderthal style.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So I was like going into these stores, like, why the hell is all these supplies? They're targeting the wrong supplies here. I'd be going for medicines, you know, stuff that had shelf life and purpose beyond expiration dates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. So I work in logistics, and so when all that shit happened, nobody knew what it was. So at one point, you're hearing this motherfucker's wiping people out one by one, and then that's when Big Orange was like, you know, well, you're deemed essential, and I'm like, all right, because I work in logistics. We got to get the shit to the stores and all that stuff. So basically, that's why, like, later on, we all went with the fear of not knowing what it was. So guys were kind of being freaked out, being next to each other, but we still had to get the fucking job done. We still had to move freight. We still had to get freight to the stores no matter what. We had to mask up, and I'm talking masking the fuck up in 118-degree trailers as you're stacking the boxes. Dude, some guys were like trying to breathe. I mean, it was wild. It was a wild time. People were calling out, dropping left and right. You know, at that point, people were getting sick. So people are now, rumors are spreading. Like, people are getting freaked out. Like, people, and the crazy part is, people came from out of state to help. And they're like, wow, this is fucking wild. And they just happened to come from Texas. And long story short, at some point, that's when we're like, dude, when we all saw that, like, you're not wearing a mask, like, at some point you become realizing, like, dude, this shit ain't fucking nothing. Like, you start to realize it because they're like, mask up, motherfucker, you fucking mask up. I've been working through this shit while you were living in your fucking couch, sitting on your couch. And believe it or not, with the whole toilet paper thing, it was wild how much was flowing through. Wild, like gold, to the point where the store would shut it down for us employees to go on our own night to get stuff for us and our families.
Really? That's cool.
It was wild. It was a wild time, man. But at some point, you start to realize, like, what the fuck, dude? I'm fine.
I had a subscription-based toilet paper. That's what we use.
Wild.
And it's called Who Gives a Crap. Shout out Who Gives a Crap. So during COVID, they sent us all an email like, don't worry about it. We got you all. And I was like, oh, sweet. We need.
Wait, you had that before COVID?
Yeah.
Chooch.
Yeah.
Chooch.
Why? I don't want to think about my...
Hey, remember dictionary?
It comes in a big box every 3 months, bro. It's perfect.
TP, Joe.
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
Wet wipes, all
No
that
kids,
shit.
right, Adam? No
Yeah,
kids, huh?
wipes.
No kids, dude.
Hey, do you guys use a bidet?
You know what we use? No, what?
A
Oh,
bidet?
bidets is shit.
No.
Bro.
Yo, a bidet.
What do you mean what, bro?
Yo.
We're the only idiots not using it.
Fuck.
Hey,
Neanderthals.
let me ask you.
A wet
If you
wipe.
get shit on your hand, do you just wipe it off a toilet paper or do you wash your hands?
That's none of your goddamn business. Look, Joe, we could talk about getting my
It's the
ass
same
eaten all
thing.
day,
You
but
need
now you're into my space.
You need to wash your butthole. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So bidet.
I firmly believe in bidets.
Yeah.
Until they become like enemas, and then you realize the pressure's too strong. You're like, oh,
When you first time sit on a bidet, you're like, whoa, shit.
Yeah,
Wake you up real quick.
Me and Adam have children. We're mostly believe in Charmin. That's what Charmin TP.
Yeah, a wet wipe though takes care of the rest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel like you
I
can't.
have to
you
use
gotta,
wet
but
wipes.
it makes you feel
I have
like
to.
But what?
fresh,
The
almost
best.
like you're
Yeah.
like, okay, like I'm
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Yeah.
clean. I'm clean.
Yeah, dude. Wow, subscription.
Yeah. Who gives a crap?
Oh, you're a fucking chooch.
Hey,
I remember your word, dude.
What kind of treat do you have for us today?
Oh shit.
We ready? Want to do that?
Are you guys ready? Are you guys want to keep chit chatting?
Jorge's gonna set it up.
Oh,
So we don't.
You gonna elaborate a little?
Yeah, Joe. We're gonna go.
Rozel and Lexy were part of our Roil TV team. A lot of the YouTube work and clips and stuff. All the Instagram was all ran by Lexy. Rozel did all the filming and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
Rozel got stuck in the corner.
Yeah.
no,
remember?
we had a dope ass film crew.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what I'm
but
saying?
I remember you got stuck in the
Everyone.
corner on the big one.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
And
pounder.
he's like, "Oh shit, I'm stuck back here." When my mom saw that, she's like, "I love RUZEL."
Yeah.
My mom was like, said that you were the best. You had the best character.
The one that tripped me out the most was when Evan figured out that lock after smoking a joint in a hot box. I was like, I couldn't.
Dude, that hot
shit
box
Oh, the
was
hot
was
box challenge you
awful.
guys had, right?
Remember we had to sit in there for 20 minutes?
Yeah,
N-
dude.
Not lot box. It was
Hot box challenge, right?
With the wax, right?
What was that episode where we had to find all the clues?
Escape room?
Escape room. Thank
Escape
you.
room.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did an escape room, but it was hot box.
And,
So
where can they look it up?
Royal TV. So it's like we
On
have.
YouTube, guys.
So if everyone wants to know, we have Royal Extracts, which was our very start of our company way back in the day. Then we started Royal TV, which was our production on our YouTube. Our production. We did videos, like challenge videos with cannabis, and then we started Royal Talk, which is more background lifestyle podcast. We're gonna start some vlogs, and kind of just grow the fan base and grow the love and whatnot. Merch coming soon.
But
So
yo, get to the Royal TV, bro.
Royal TV, what?
Royal TV, like about the what made you guys start that? What asked you?
So okay, real quick, I'll give you a behind the scenes story. So RUZEL is very well connected. Okay, he knows a lot of people. He's very like I said, people love him, right?
Yeah.
So one day he's like, "Hey, I have this friend who is a very great videographer, Wally. Shout out Wally. What's the name of his media company? Viewed Visions. Yeah.
Viewed Visions.
Yeah. So he brings them to me, and so we actually went to go shoot for Gravity a little bit. This was years ago, and at lunch we were sitting down together, all of us. RUZEL, me. Were you there too? I don't remember if Alexa was there. And I told him, I was like, I've always wanted to start a YouTube because we do a ton of shit. We have so many businesses and so many things going on. And he's like, dude, we could totally do it. So we didn't know what we wanted to do. So we started, he came out and filmed with me and we did a little vlog and kind of got some feeling for it. I was brand new to being on camera, so I had to get used to being on camera.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so we were trying to, I was like, you know what? I don't want it to be about me. I want it to have all the homies and everyone involved. You know what I mean? So we were trying to think. Anyways, I'm watching on YouTube one morning. I'm sitting there. It was Steve Will Do It. And he was doing a dab challenge.
Legend.
And so he wanted to beat the world record, which was 1,000 grams. So he only did it with 100 more grams. And I was like, all right, fucker. I was like, we're going to do 3 pounds, which was 20, I forget what the weight was.
12, 13?
Something like that, yeah.
Fuck.
And then so I had this great idea. So I text everyone. I text RUZEL, I think, and then we talked about it. And then he's like, "Where are we gonna do it?" And I was like, "I got someone." So I hit up Adam. I was like, "Yo, I want to do this thing. Can we use your spot?" And he's like, "Yeah, for sure." And so it just kind of all aligned. And then
I was like, yeah, sure.
we didn't even have a name for the channel yet. If you guys notice on that very first video, I say, "Hey guys, welcome back to our another episode of our vlog." That's all I said. I didn't say anything about Royal. We didn't have a name yet.
Yeah.
And so then it became Royal TV. I forgot how that came up. But and then so we filmed that first video here with Adam, and it was nuts.
Dude.
And it's our most viewed video. It's about to hit 10,000 views on YouTube.
Crazy. It was insane.
When I watched that, he sent me that, and I watched that. I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, that's
I was trying to process, like, from speaking it into existence,
Yeah.
and actually being there. It like surpassed my expectations on so many different levels. For example, like, when you see a room fill up and the visibility starts, fading away.
Yeah.
And when something is burning in the background, you automatically think of, like, man, I'm in a Weber, I'm barbecuing and I can't breathe, but it's a total opposite.
Yeah.
Smells good as hell and you're getting high with every breath.
Oh, man.
And then before you know it, it just becomes much like, oh, Jesus Christ. This is what I signed up for?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I think I had, like, so much reclaim, like, coming out of my...
It was just coated everywhere.
Dude, it was...
Yeah.
It was insane. I felt so sticky afterwards. My lungs felt heavy.
Yeah.
It was...
Dude.
You couldn't even breathe. You were just like, and then like you wanted to cough every like breath.
Were you
Like,
here for that?
No, I was there for the escape room,
Oh, okay.
and then also I'm in the intro.
So we had an episode where we rolled. Our goal was to roll 1,000 pre-rolls. This never aired. But after we got I think we got like 200 or 300 in, we're like, fuck, dude, this is too much work.
And then you were gonna go give them out to the homeless.
Yeah, we were gonna give them out to the homeless.
1,000 pills.
And then so I started asking some friends who were cops, and they were like, "Bro, I don't think that's a good idea." And I'm like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, I was like, "Fuck, do we just do it?" And then it became a whole hassle, so we never ended up doing it.
But you did do the toy drive.
Yeah, we did buy. We went to Target and picked out a fuck ton of toys for Toys for Tots.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so
So today, what are we doing?
so in
Are you gonna do? Wait. Hold
in
on.
loving memory of Roil TV.
Oh man, is that what? Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna just light off a room dab. So anyone on the cameras, it might get a little weird in here. You might not be able to see us as easy.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
It's gonna get real hazy.
we got no snacks. God damn it.
Yeah.
I need to get a water though, real
We were
quick.
just talking about snacks.
I
Oh
don't think we have
man.
any, Joe.
Yeah,
we need some chips.
on the shelf. Right here.
Real quick, while everything's getting ready, have you just to go? I'm not trying to go too much into the rabbit hole, but there's been a lot of chatter about like billionaires creating like bunkers and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
everyone is freaking out.
By winter.
You know? I always from paying attention to the different like outlets that are out there, I really think people are getting ready for like an EMP attack, or just in case if another COVID repeats itself.
You want to be a little more prepared.
Yeah, being more prepared to be able to like unplug, function.
Yeah, definitely
So-
stock up on your.
What do you think
food.
about the Maui fires?
Oh shit, we're going there. Fuck.
I mean, we're talking about conspiracy. Like, I felt like The Rock and Oprah were full of fucking shit. The
Hey,
second I saw
what's,
that video,
what's crazy about it is, I'm guilty as far as it left a sour taste in my mouth. I'm no longer fans. You know,
I'm less of a fan.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's. I look at given the fact that The Rock is not. It's family there, yeah, cool. But is it his responsibility? Nah, you know what? It's all our responsibilities. But then again, when you have the capability to give more than the average person, I think you need to spearhead that kind of differently. You know, because you're still dealing with a whole bunch of people, you know, on Maui that are still hurting, man.
Yeah.
You think I left in '99. You know, and I still remember to this day, like, how expensive it was. And, you know, we make it a point to go back all the time. And it's, you know, it's ridiculous how the cost of living in Hawaii is crazy. Do I think that what happened to Maui, you know, what are my personal thoughts on it?
bro, like,
you know, things don't add up. Things don't add up. You know, and you know, I really think on a statewide level, as you know, on up to the nation, you know, the national level, I think we need to start holding people accountable.
Yes.
You know, like facts.
But I always feel like there's always like, but look at this. Focus on this. Focus on Johnny Depp and his wife.
And now, we live in a day and age
It's like a
where
smoke show.
where diversion and
Like,
attention.
look, who talks about Maui right now?
Nobody,
Nobody.
except the people that live there and that are still affected.
Yeah, who are
People
getting
that-
what?
people that are
$700
having-
or $1,000? What is it?
I don't even want to get started, but I will say this: you have families that are relocating back to the mainland because they have nothing.
Yeah.
They can't afford anything over
And
there.
that's the plan.
Well, when have we ever seen like that? Like the Paradise Fire and the Maui Fire are real similar. Just cooked a fucking town and then cooked another. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when has that ever happened?
Crazy. And no
I
water.
think it happened in Turkey as well.
It,
Like, it's crazy.
it's
Like, what? How far? So, I'm sure. Well, how far is a Navy base from Maui?
oh. Well, the only naval base that I've experienced, you know, with over there is Pearl Harbor.
Okay,
you
how
know,
far?
that's on Oahu. That's
Different island?
Different island.
Is it so? Like,
You
how come?
know.
Like the crazy part is, how come like the U.S. didn't send our Navy there, like to go help or, like, what's up with that?
I've been vocal on social media about my displeasure or, you know, distaste, especially, you know, my experience in the federal government and the system.
Yeah.
You know, I had friends that work at FEMA. I know how response is. are supposed to play out.
Yeah.
I know how help is supposed to be disseminated. There you have not only a naval base, you have, the Army, you have the Marines,
Yes.
you have the Air Force on
Yes.
an island over, and you have all the supplies, and you have all the resources that you need an island over, and nothing is happening. And you send people, in the form of Red Cross and like FEMA and people that are that the locals are looking at. Dude, you're just getting in the way. You're blocking my path to getting supplies, to getting resources, to getting help.
Yeah.
So it's sad.
Yeah,
It's wholeheartedly sad. But I just hope that, and I pray that everyone wakes up, man.
Yes.
Like what's going on is wrong.
Yep.
There's so many things that are going wrong in this world, but no one's doing anything.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be a part and get a like and get a view for it, but no one wants the call to action.
Yeah.
People want to bitch and complain, but no one wants to do shit to fix any problems.
Yeah. Because some people are just like, I'm going to go on with my everyday life. Yes, I'm going to believe what I hear on TV. I don't care.
Like to me, one thing that doesn't sit right with me, if I was in your guys' shoes as Californians, looking at Governor Newsom, you're like, bro, wait. It takes a foreign figure to come for you to do anything about this
homelessness.
One of the most freaking expensive places, zip codes. And it took a foreign person to come over here for you to clean it up. But how much are they allocating towards the homeless? $10 billion.
They say the executives who are in charge of that have like a $300,000 a year salary.
Yeah.
So why would you want to end that career?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why fix it? Like, I get if I fix it, then I don't have a job anymore.
I'm out of work.
It's the whole mentality. It's a whole conglomerate mentality of the profits. What do they say? It's like the profit's not in the cure. It's in the prevention.
Remember what I just said on the last episode about Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Give them a huge parking garage, you know what I mean, to like set up their tents, and then they have extra shelter or whatever. There's so many ways. You can have temporary ones, you can have permanent ones. How much money do they have to invest? I don't know.
Yeah, but like going back to it always blows my mind. For instance, if there's like a big environmental something or a big accident, and we're quick to send our military to go drop off aid and blah, blah, like right off the bat. It's like, why the hell wasn't that done over there?
For Maui?
100%. 100%.
They got
it's like one of those
$700.
things. Like this next statement that I'm saying is
I feel like we didn't take care of our people. That's how I felt. We didn't take care of our people.
This is coming from a family man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take care of my house first.
Yeah.
Because that's what matters most.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to my neighbors real quick and offer aid when my house is in shambles.
The home first.
So to bring it on a nationwide scale, man, regardless left, regardless right,
that's right,
whatever political side, we're hurting here, man.
Yeah.
Why aren't we helping ourselves out, which is blowing my mind.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Oh, shit.
Getting ready.
How's it doing, Joe?
Joe?
It's getting there.
I wish we had snacks, buddy.
We're going to be able to time jump and skip this part.
We could. How's it looking? Is it?
Adam, are you ready for this?
Oh, man.
I'm like thinking, dude, my clothes are going to stink like fuck.
This is going to be a mission. This will change your day.
Fuck.
But it's cool.
Stink like shit.
Yeah. Are you guys flying today?
I think we're gonna have to save it for another episode.
Oh, thank
I
God.
need a bigger torch.
Thank God.
I thought that one would be fine, but
We made it, guys. Yeah, see? Me too.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. When you said our clothes are going to stink, I'm like, I'm a big girl when it comes to my
we'll
clothes.
save it for 420. I think that'd be dope doing it on 420.
Let's do it.
do a 420 episode. We'll come fly out.
We have Snoop Dogg coming on. That day.
Oh yeah, we do, guys. Make sure give us big announcement, right? Say it again, Joe. Yeah.
Now you can have a productive day, Jake.
Yeah.
Hell
If
yeah.
that happened,
It's $OOPP, dog.
Bro, I just feel like we're ill prepared. Damn it, with the snacks.
okay, we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll get the snacks going. For
I
that.
figured we're. I
We'll
figured
have
we're-
everything for us.
You're like this.
Oh, yeah, food.
I swear.
No, I'll eat in the corner like a regular human being. They're like, don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the podcast overall?
I like the consistency. You know, a lot of like startup podcast people, like they start with the idea and then kind of like disappear. And then even though like not all of it is quality, I just like the consistency and a lot of the topics being discussed. Obviously, like you guys are first 30 now, and I could only imagine it getting better.
Yes,
so
thank you.
I do like the setup because most people don't have like multiple cameras. They don't have all this equipment. Literally, it's just their iPhone or like whatever camera they have, and it's just facing them. That's how majority of people start off. So
Hashtag the pilot. That's our first pilot.
Take
remember?
2, the pilot.
and
Yeah.
you guys have a dope like location. Like I like the different textures, how he was mentioning it, and you know you guys have a little display table. Like shit's going.
Thank you.
I would personally like to you know, I know you guys are gym rats. You know, you guys are gym fanatics. But I also know you guys, you know, more intimately, you know, in the cannabis scene, you know, in the cultivation scene. You know, I would love for you guys to grab onto that, you know, that gym rat that is also a, you know, a cannabis enthusiast, if you will, and, you know, flourish that demographic. I think that would be badass.
Target. It's a target.
Because, for example, like me, since I've been working out since 2010, dude, if I do take pre-workout, I'm also taking an edible, or I'm also like, you know, I'm dabbing. It's at that, you know, I feel, because I'm able to focus inward more. You know, I'm able to listen to my body more.
So how's that?
So
How's that? Like you're playing fucking
no, it's crazy.
Cruising
because
USA at the pizza place.
One of my friends told me, he laughed at me. He goes, dude, that's like a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, oh.
He goes, dude, you're doing like a Jack and Coke when I do if I do the cocktail of a pre-workout.
And a dab?
And a dab.
Or-
It's like a Jack and Coke.
I like
So up
smoking
in-
a J. Like honestly, before you guys got there this morning, one of my go-tos, I like smoking a J and having a coffee together. It's like kind of the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it helps me, you know,
I like that too.
it keeps me in
it's nothing
tune with
better.
myself, like with my rhythm, my cadence, my breathing.
it does.
You know,
Yeah.
They're just a better workout, dude. They're it's a whole different level of workout when you're baked and having a good pump. Better mind muscle connection is what I said.
So yeah, make sure you guys go check out LEXY Vasquez _ on Instagram. She just did some work for Hex Smoke Shop. Came out dope. She did some cool video for
pretty badass.
for Gravity too. That looks
Yeah,
sweet.
she
She
did.
did those
Nice
on the
stuff.
fly too. And yeah, we did some shooting this morning at the gym. So make sure you guys just check her out. She got really cool stuff.
Yeah. Thank you guys for doing that. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Big time.
We appreciate you guys coming on the pod.
thank you guys for having us.
Oh, dude. It was
Yeah, it's
interesting, man, dude.
Yeah.
we really enjoy.
And
Like,
we just scratched
Yeah,
the
thank
surface.
you so much for all your guys.
Yeah, no, we enjoy sitting here getting to know people. You know,
Yeah.
know your story and what's up with you guys and where you come from. Like, it's cool to talk about us, but it's nice to engage and talk to you guys as well.
Yeah, and just seeing all you guys work, George, seeing you guys work this today, it was pretty wild. Me and Adam were waiting for you guys at breakfast, and we're talking about it. I was like, man, that was fucking cool. I'm like, yeah, it was cool. It was definitely an experience, you know? So it was cool. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity.
It was cool to work out because I don't really see you all the time. I only saw you through the podcast, so it was cool to actually like intertwine with everybody all together. I was like, oh shit, this is the Roil podcast family.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Hey, you're an interesting man, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Likewise, I loved and I learned, you know, something from you guys, especially every time I tune in. You know,
Thanks, man.
I sincerely look forward to the future for you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you. All right, yo.
Hold on, one thing. No, never mind.
Say it.
Say
No,
it. Come on.
he covered it. He told us what to, you know, I was going to ask, hey, what do you guys want to hear about? But he said he already told us.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see more gym?
Yeah.
or the gym versus community? What do you want to hear as like far as like community or as weed stuff?
I do have a question also, so go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead. Say again.
What are you gonna say?
Mine's for Lexi. Like, what engages like the fitness, like enthusiast mom like figure on like social media, like to engage with them, but to like motivate and like bring that type of audience.
It's a little hard for me right now, just due because I'm a little hefty right now. So I feel like most people gravitate those that aesthetically look the part, as far as like just being a mom or in the fitness realm.
Yeah.
But like on an like when people actually see me in real life, they're like, "Oh, you look better. Like you actually look really cool in person, and you're so sweet and so nice." So like people have like this different perspective what they see on social media than in real life.
Oh, dude, for sure.
But I will say, I stopped posting a lot of like cannabis and mushroom related content on my personal page, just because half of people are cool with it and some aren't. Like some people are still conservative with the idea, oh, it's drugs, but then some people look at it like for a beneficial. Like, you know, for me, I had postpartum depression really bad, and so from 18 to 27, I was just smoking consistently, and then I also got into mushrooms, and that definitely took me to a different level of my thought process, and it made me realize I have more control over my thoughts than I actually thought I had. And then I also had what is it called when you forget like you're not a person anymore? Or ego death. Wow. So that was a trip. There was no LEXY. Wow. There was a person. I just was a body that was just breathing. It was so crazy. So it was like when you have no ego, no thoughts about your individual self, and it's just bodies, it's such a trip. And so I haven't done mushrooms in like 2 years. I'm almost a year clean of cannabis, which was a personal goal of mine, just because I'm a very happy-go-lucky person, and because I feel like this is where fitness comes in. I've used fitness as my mental escape. Like not only was my mental health bad, but I had like high cholesterol, I was on the verge to get diabetes. I had all these health issues, and so just like him, the doctor was like, if you don't change your habits, you're gonna end up like regretting it later on in life. And so now that I'm happy, I have fitness as part of my everyday life, and I'm doing it for our son as well. Like, okay, I don't want to be that weak mom that can't even keep up with my 7-year-old playing soccer or like doing Muay Thai. So it's like I feel like I have to be better as a mom, as an individual, and also as a wife, because I don't want to be a pillow princess all the time, you know.
Respect.
Yeah, no, respect. Cool to hear that perspective, definitely.
Yeah. When you say people see you on Instagram, like I had that moment when I saw you, because I saw you like you're Virginia, you have your little burgundy beanie on, your little camera. I figured I was gonna say like a little tiny little girl, and she comes walking up, she's all jacked up, like holy shit, dude. She's like one of them chick wrestlers.
No, I started wearing t-shirts ever since we went to Virginia Beach, because I don't know, sometimes I don't like coming off as an intimidating person, so I like to wear I like to cover up, because I love connecting with people, and I don't want people to think I'm some asshole, or I just have this, what is that called? The straight face?
Oh, resting bitch face.
Yeah. I hate especially when I chew gum. He says I look like an asshole, but in all reality, I'm super nice, outgoing, and it's like I love helping girls that kind of have bad form. I'm like, oh, try it this way. And I don't mean to come off as an asshole, but it's like, I don't want you to injure yourself, because I know what it felt like being out at the gym for a couple months just for like ruining my lower back or just messing up my knees over like a simple tweak that could make you feel better. And so, yeah, I just love the whole fitness community, and just even like girls I went to high school with, shout out to all of them that are getting just started or even have been in their fitness journey. It's like, I hope it helps you mentally, physically, and spiritually, because fitness is not what you just see on Instagram or any social media.
There's way more to it.
Yeah.
Like that's my therapy, and that's also like I can't go to the gym without him. He's more than a husband. He's like my gym buddy. He's like my business partner. He's my adventure buddy.
That's one of our secret. You know, we've been together for almost a decade now, and that's one of our secrets to our successes. Is I want to say we work out at least a minimum of 5 days a week, to 5 days minimum.
Fuck yeah.
Respect that.
Together.
That's
you know,
dope.
religiously.
It's dope.
You know, and
Now we don't do the same workouts. I know there's a lot of couples that do the same workouts. Don't do that, please. Like
Yeah, my
train
fat
for
ass
your
can't do
body and for your needs, and have obviously there's legs that you can
get
do
that.
together, but like individually, like I think it's better when you have your own routine for your needs.
Yeah, I get that now.
But yeah,
I'm sure.
That's interesting, dude. That's pretty wild.
What's
Like,
what's our gym question that we asked? Like circuit. What is the
Oh,
What is it? Let's ask them.
You said you don't want to come across like an asshole.
So what's your
Do you are you on it when it comes to racking weights?
like pet peeve at the gym? What was it? Circuits,
Circuit,
racking
racking
weights,
weights.
or what was the other one?
I hate when people leave their weights on the machine.
Okay.
So like,
That's
if
your
That's
your number one pet peeve.
yes.
What about you, Rozel? Or it was circuits, not re-racking your weights, and then like just sitting on your phone. Yeah,
Waiting
sitting on your phone.
Yes.
Like sitting on a bench using your phone, or sitting on a
yeah,
machine.
if you're hogging up a machine, or if you're like in an area and you're just tying something up on your phone,
And you understand what circuits is, right? Like when you
Yeah.
want to use like three or four,
That's
like three
I'm
machines,
on that.
2 or
And
3
they're on the
machines.
treadmill
yeah.
and they're
I hate that. Yeah.
Like speaking of that, also when people are in your space while they're filming other people working out.
Oh,
I've
shit.
had this happen at our new gym in Virginia Beach where I was literally doing barbell lunges and a guy comes filming and I'm holding the barbell. So I'm like, I'm trying to get, and I can't move because I'm going to knock over his expensive camera.
Oh,
and I'm like, come
shit.
on, go film like at least like a couple squats more down for me if you're going to film, especially go like a walk around, like kind of respect other people's space.
yeah.
Or at least get my good side.
Oh, yeah. This is my good side, y'all, not this side.
Did you guys see that video we posted? The girl who's filming her workout.
Yeah. The guy walks up to her and he's like, "Turn off your fucking camera. I don't want to be in your background." She's like, "Dude, fuck off." Like,
I think about Jorge might be able to pull it
it
up.
was pretty wild. Like,
No, I actually seen it. It's crazy. It's I'm at a point where I'm like, man,
It's on the
man,
IG.
How come that shit never happens to me? Like, man, I wish I would slap the
I
taste
wish a
out of somebody's
motherfucker
mouth.
would, homie.
But I don't really like.
Like, there's a reason why nobody comes up, and we said nobody goes up to him and Adam. They only go up to me because we just don't.
But yeah, I give respect to earn respect. But
Yeah.
like, dude, I don't think anyone out of their right mind would do that.
No, because like if I see someone filming, I actually like walk.
respect.
Oh,
Well, respect,
I
yeah,
walk
like
around.
out of the situation.
I don't like being the asshole that's just like, oh, just because they're filming this stuff, I'm gonna go walk through it or knock over this stuff. That's like some asshole shit, and you know what you're doing because you see it.
So-
Everyone else could see it, you know.
There it is.
Yeah, my response would have been totally different.
Yeah, facts. Get him, girl.
Yo, go
She
get it.
stuck to her
Respect, dude.
guns.
Respect.
She sounded a little islander or a little.
She looked like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
She could
yeah.
be she could be Filipino.
I wonder where that was at.
Dude, she had 4 plates on each side though.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
getting
she
it,
was
bro.
getting
She was
it,
getting
yeah.
that weight.
Yeah, you
I
gotta-
just feel like you have to go with you gotta change with the times. That's how I think of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's just it's part of the culture at a gym. People like to show off their work, and I'm all about it. Like, yo, show off your progress, dude, because you fucking earned it. And you know, back the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are very. You guys are.
They motivate me.
Dope
yeah,
couple.
exactly.
You guys motivate me.
Dope
Someone
couple.
who's good to look up to. Like, you know,
A
you
dope
guys
ass
represent a
couple,
good
dude.
family.
And the fact that you guys like what 10 years? How long
Yeah.
you guys been together?
Yeah, like 8 years.
8
9 years.
fucking-
9
It's
years.
about to be 9.
9
like,
years?
in
9
next
years?
Month, 9 months.
Oh shit!
I mean, 9 years.
9 years. Where does the time go?
You
Yeah,
guys,
it
you
goes.
guys like put
only gonna
off,
speed
put off
up.
vibes like you guys been together since you were fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like it's weird, like,
Dude, you know what's crazy? We
they're best friends. Do they play video games together?
Yeah,
They're
we
cute
play-
as fuck, bro.
Dude,
Hey, real talk, man. If anyone's out there on Call of Duty Mobile, Duck Butter 24/7 fool, they could get this. What's cracking, my dude?
Duck butter, huh?
Duck butter all day. What's cracking?
Oh, mine's egg sandwich for Call of Duty. So if you see egg sandwich on there, that's me.
I thought it was badger milk.
Hey, I can
That's
only
on-
imagine being in a lobby with them. Like you're shit talking. She's like, now, be nice. Come on.
Mhm.
Come
No,
on.
ba-
As she's whooping your ass.
Badger milk for Call of Duty Mobile. So
Yeah.
like, there's the
Oh, you got different ones? What's the difference?
No, it's always on. You could take Call of Duty Mobile
On your
always,
phone?
You know,
Oh, you play on your phone?
yeah, hell yeah. You can play on your phone. You can play on your iPad.
Okay.
You know, dude, we zone out. We have a clan together.
Oh wow.
I can't make this up. We always like when we play ranked. we're always striving for like
To be on
legendary.
you want to be on top of the
We
list?
don't want to be. We don't want to be a grandmaster. We want to always get to that legendary.
So you guys are competitive, like right next to each other in bed, or
We'll openly talk shit to
We'll
each
openly
other.
talk like
Okay, I like
when
it.
we play random.
I like
I'm like,
it.
bitch. I hope there's a free for all map. I'm gonna fuck you up.
so on the mics?
But
Like,
you know
Dude,
what?
on the mics, I'm like, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up.
But what's funny is like when it's free for all, like he'll give me a couple games, but then if I start winning, he starts getting so upset. I'm like, but you were just beating me how many games in a row? But if
I
I
push
win,
it.
it's the problem.
Is there anybody else in the lobby?
Dude, there's every.
Yeah,
Hell
clan.
yeah.
Oh shit, he's gonna get it right now, dude. Like,
do
dude,
you
oh, fuck.
do you still do your clan thing?
Nah, not for a long time.
What did you play? Fucking, what'd you play?
Clash of Clans.
Yo, Clash of Clans,
Dude,
fool.
he was on
Clash of
that
Clans
all
was
the
the
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clash
my
of
God.
One
Clans.
time, Joe's like,
Yeah.
we're working out, like in mid workout. He's like, "Hey, I should just tell you, I have like a clan." I'm like,
You're like,
"Alright,
what,
so-
dude? What
so,
what
like,
kind of
what-
plan?
say it
yeah,
like
like
that.
he just want to let me know, like, and like I'm like, so what are you talking about? And he's like, I have a clan on Clash of Clans, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, well, I just want to like, you're gonna judge me? I'm like, no, it's cool, whatever. But like, it was a funny, like, cool moment. But just because like we worked out forever, it was just one of those fucking awkward, funny connecting
And I was like,
moments.
what the fuck are you getting at,
Yeah.
dude?
So after that, I'd be
I have
like,
a clan.
I'd be like,
Adam.
hey, yeah, I just go to the gym like a little later. I'm like, hey, bro, how's the clan? He'd be like, shut up. It was just something I poke at him with.
Oh, shit.
No, yeah, this fucker actually. It wasn't because of you I got into it. Because
Nah,
you
man,
and
it
all
was
your
like-
boys were in it,
Like Rob and everyone from Vegas.
Yeah, they were in
Everyone
it.
was in it. Yeah.
and then they
There's like a
stopped.
whole bunch of people like in the cannabis industry that was like, hey, we knew each other. Everyone smoked with each other. So it was like, hey, bro, you wanna play Clash of Clans?
I'm just playing fucking.
The shit on hey, Clash of Clans, T-Peak subscription, dude. You're a fucking chooch, bro.
I play Golf Clash.
Oh
I play
my
right now.
god.
See, he has a little.
Yeah, fuck.
No, but my wife and I are like, we're true gamers at heart, man.
That's
like,
cool.
We have every single system.
That's cool.
Down to PC, you know. I've been playing
Old school
Steam.
systems.
Not too much old school systems, just because you know our little one doesn't know how to value, cherish.
Raise him on some golden
Us,
eyes.
yeah.
Man, maybe a fucking Jedi.
Remember when everybody had the sticks, 4 people, 4 little squares on the TV, and you
Yo,
guys would
that
be
was next
getting
level shit,
down.
dude.
I
You
remember
could do
when-
that
yeah,
all day and night.
Dude, online gaming was wild when it first started. I remember like when people used to play Halo. Fuck, dude.
No.
Ding,
Hey,
ding.
what was the PlayStation one? SOCOM? Did you guys?
So
ever
I
get
had
that?
SOCOM,
That's
dude.
old school. old
Dude,
school.
like you talking to the seals?
Yeah, the
Alpha,
little-
Echo.
it's like a
Luther
little
fucking
a
Bravo.
little black character. It's dude, it was hard.
Dude,
as fuck.
I never thought the day it would come that you could make money off of video games.
Facts.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're in a day and age now where, man, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, they had a Golden Knight tournament, your boy would dominate. Like,
Yeah.
what's up,
Remember
dude?
Duke Nukem? Because you have him right here.
Yeah,
That game was
dude,
wild.
Like, that's my Duke Nukem right there,
Yeah,
dude.
that one was a
Old
good
Dude,
school.
one of my old homies that used to be our cut. He'd be like, man, you know what? Your mom looks like Duke Nukem.
That's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's why your mom looks like Duke Nukem. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
all that old
man.
school gaming, bro. Like, dude, it's wild because that's like my son. Of course, he plays Call of Duty, fucking whoops my ass in Madden, and then he plays Fortnite. Fuck, dude, I watch it. I feel like I'm gonna get a fucking stroke watching him play it.
No.
I'm like, dude, shoot him. He's like, no, I gotta build.
Yeah,
I'm like,
building stairs in the middle of nothing.
I'm like, bro,
what?
fight
What's going
him.
on here?
Get an RCP 90 and fight that motherfucker. What are you
You
running
guys
for?
have you guys seen the meme about? Do you guys remember Twisted Metal?
Oh hell yeah, Sweet
Okay,
Tooth.
have you
What's
seen,
up?
Yeah,
Sweet Tooth.
have
come
you
get
seen
it.
the meme of the ice cream truck? And it's like Sweet Tooth, and it's like, do you know who this is? And if you don't, like, and it's saying like your generation, like you're this age, but
you
like
ever play Twisted Metal?
when you look at
On
the
Xbox,
comments,
yeah.
when you look at the comments, dude, it kills you because what different people, the young people are like, what the hell is that thing? And like old people are commenting on what it is.
Dude, when the first Halo came out, dude, it was
That was a
like
kill.
life changing, dude.
We used to walk to the computer place where there was a bunch of computers and
Fuck
play
yeah.
Counter Strike and
Yep,
shit.
Counter Strike.
That was the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
for the PC.
Yeah.
How about all the mods
stay there for
off of
hours.
Counter Strike? Did you ever play those?
No.
Like there was this one called someone made it where remember the movie Face Off?
Yeah.
And you could play as Castor Troy, Nicolas Cage with the gold 45s, or you could be Neo or Morpheus, the Hitman 47. Fuck, what was it called? I forgot. But dude, total mod off of that Counter Strike. It was amazing, dude.
That's cool.
And eventually it would shut down because they would catch it.
Yeah.
So now gaming is like inner gaming, like PlayStation plays with Xbox, and everybody.
Yeah.
All, now you guys all
cross
play.
platform.
Yeah, so it's a lot
yeah,
more.
is that way
available.
now?
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
a
a
lot of
gang
games.
thing no more. It's not a gang thing no more.
But I hate when PC players play with certain games because their computers are so fast.
So
So like
get you-
anyone that has like a console is not as fast.
Oh, really? So what
there's-
happens?
There's times where like obviously they're hackers or whatever, cheaters. You see their character just slide left and right, and I'm like, how the
You're
hell are
like,
they
yo,
sliding?
This dude
Or like
he's
if
in the Matrix.
there's some like Twitch streamers that got caught and got banned because you could see they're shooting into nothing and it's killing everybody. They're just shooting into nothing, which blows my mind.
Are you a rage quitter?
No.
I'm gonna.
No, I don't. Nah.
Did you guys
I
ever
openly
play-
talk shit though.
Yes, he's like the best person to listen to play.
Yeah.
Do you,
I
did
roast.
you-
I roast everybody. And you know what's funny?
imagine.
Okay, here's something fucking funny.
imagine.
So
Yeah, dude.
I remember for a year straight, I was roasting everyone on Call of Duty Mobile, right?
Yeah.
Until I finally figured out one day that my microphone was only for my fucking teammates. So I was like, wait a minute, I've been roasting my teammates
guy's a dick,
the
man.
entire time.
This guy's a
I was like,
dick.
yo, bro, I am so sorry for everyone that I
Everybody
ever
had their
played with.
mics turned off or yours turned off. He's all just talking. to
No,
himself.
because there were people. No, there were people that were engaging with me, and I was like, "Bitch, man, fuck you, man. That's why your mom." I'd be like,
We're all
"Bro,
trying
your
to be
mom
cool."
needs a hickey print on the ground when she does the splits." You know, like, you
I was
bitch.
like, bro, we won. Why are you being mad at me? He's like, I was
I felt
19
so
and 1.
bad.
Why are you so mad at me?
I'm surprised someone did say, "Dude, I'm on your team, bro."
Like, this guy's a fucking
yeah.
dick.
yeah.
He's like, bro, I had one
That's
dart,
felt
one
so
death.
bad.
Did you guys ever play UFC? Did you?
No, I didn't. Never played the UFC game.
Yeah, I used to play that game. I'd even break controls, but
I tried,
Online
but-
was wild because you had to spin the sticks like on PlayStation. So sometimes
Oh,
my
really?
controller would wear out. Yeah.
I was more like Fight Night.
But-
I was more Fight Night, the WWF games, like Raw versus SmackDown.
UFC came out like right when one of the good Fight Nights was out. It was like
Oh,
the
Fight
same
Nights was
time,
amazing.
and then
Fight
UFC
Nights was
kind of took
amazing.
over from Fight Night.
Yeah, I was more of a Gears of War guy. That's what I used to
I
play.
never really excelled in fighting games, but I remember I had a lot of friends that excelled in like Tekken Tag.
Yeah,
and like
Fuck,
freaking
my nephew,
you know,
dude. My
yeah.
nephew's a Korean kid with that shit. He, on King of
Facts,
Fighters,
facts.
Samurai Showdown.
Those, yeah, the
dude,
Neo Geo games.
I
dude, I'm
remember
still like, I'm gonna fuck Street
Tekken-
Fighter 2, homie. What's up?
you could get like if you can get good with one guy on Tekken, you could wipe everybody out. If
Facts.
you find all the tricks out like that the guy does, or whatever, you can get good with one guy and just
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
yeah,
like-
I had one of my friends that actually played tournaments, and he used to like he could play any character, but man, he used to use like Paul and
the breakdancer was
and
bad.
King.
Eddie Bravo, I
and
think,
he
or
would
Eddie-
roll you.
Yeah, Eddie Bravo wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. That game that's the game I grew up with.
Yeah, like for me, like
Or
Street Fighter 2.
who was
oh my
the
God, that's me, dude.
Mishimoto? Was the Mishimoto the sword like
Yeah,
metal
the
guy?
samurai dude.
Yeah,
Samurai
dude, he was
Terry
dope.
Bogard, remember Terry
Yeah.
Bogard from King of Fighters? Dude, that was Johnny from fucking Cobra Kai, homie. But no, like Street Fighter 2, bro. Like it's funny. So at Christmas, my fucking nephews, we're all at my brother's house. We're all partying. Everyone's chilling. So my nephew's like playing fucking those games, right? What? And they're badass with it. I was like, hey, go to fucking Street Fighter 2 and all you fucking chooches lined up.
That's a whole different
Come get some
game.
of this
That's
fucking
different.
game, homie.
You
What's
know.
up?
Oh, go ahead.
I end up picking Zagat, right? I'm like, Tong Po, homie. Zagat. I get Zagat. First is my nephew. All right, uncle. He goes live on his phone. Let's go. Smash that motherfucker. I'm like, next. My other kid comes up. Next. Another kid comes up. Next. I'm like, all right, are you fucking chooches? Uncle bows out. I was like, that's what I said. Fuck all your fucking
quit while you're ahead.
stroke
you guys
moves
play
and all that shit, dude.
Super Smash Bros?
Oh, fuck yeah. On
Super,
edibles.
Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart
It's
are,
fun.
are the
edibles.
two games that could bring
Yeah, dude.
they could bring communities
Me
together,
and my
dude.
daughter play Mario Kart and Smash Bros, dude, on the Wii.
yeah.
Dude, she gets mad because I'm like, boop. Like, I'm like, hey, you're last, I'm first. Like, I'll tell her straight up. Like, she gets mad. So, but I just keep it competitive because she's got to learn. Shit's tough.
Did you guys like the Mario movie?
Actually, I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I actually liked
What
it.
is it?
The Mario movie. Everyone
Dude,
bitched
it's
about
really
it.
good.
You want
I
to?
thought it
I
was
feel
really
like
good.
it's our generation. We're like, fuck yeah, Mario.
Peaches.
Yeah, it's really good. The voicing,
Jack
the
Black,
characters, dude.
Yeah,
it's kill.
dude. Seth Rogen as the fucking Donkey Kong. That was a personal thing to me because I'm built like a gorilla. So when when they showed Diddy Kong in the crowd cheering him on, dude, like it's. I
gotta
think it
watch
was
that.
people our age who like really appreciated
Do
it
you know
more
what
than
I?
fucking kids.
You know what movie I watched? I wanted to tell you. I'm sorry.
Which one?
Joker, with Joaquin
It was
Phoenix.
overrated to me. Overrated.
I didn't expect that, but now I'm like, all right, it wasn't that bad. Like, but Heath Ledger was better,
Yeah.
but this was a weird, different type of Joker
Yeah,
thing.
different feel.
Yeah,
Different
for sure.
feel, for sure.
Very
So,
different feel.
but-
Different approach. I appreciate it too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's yeah.
no,
it's
for
good.
sure. It kind of made like wild sense. Like, there's a message in there.
Yeah,
Like
Ledger
a wild,
by
like kind of, you
landslide.
know what I mean? Crazy.
I'm not. When people compare and contrast, the performances are completely different.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
understand that before I watched it. I was like, I'm not watching it. Heath Ledger did the best job, but then I watched it and I'm like, this is a totally different the whole
Totally-
different
it-
genre,
well,
like
it's-
storyline,
It
different
pretty much did,
meaning.
Yeah,
different
it pretty
meaning.
much did what Heath Ledger did for the Joker.
Yeah,
It was a whole different view, and this was a whole other view of it.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Did you like? Because you remember the Superman versus Batman,
I like
Yeah.
that.
and then
that's a good
Zack
one.
Snyder came out with. Oh no, I wasn't the Zack. Yes, I did
Snyder,
like that movie.
He
But
had that one.
Zack.
Zack
Oh, he
Snyder.
did that one.
Mhm.
What was the one before that though? He redid.
He
They released. It was with the
he-
DC people.
no, he started off with that, and his last one ended with the Justice League.
The Justice.
But it
League,
was
that's what
his version of it, not the
Right.
not the bullshit that came out before.
Right.
Do you think superhero fatigue has set into? Do you think superhero
100%.
fatigue is a
100%.
real thing?
Yeah,
100%.
They kind of they've overdone it for a little.
I feel like you just hit the mountaintop, and I was so big, so I'm invested in that shit. Like, as far as I've been watching those Marvel movies when the first Iron Man came out.
That's
like,
good.
Yeah, dude, the first Iron Man came out when Marvel owned it. You could see the contrast. So when Tony Stark in that one, he fucked chicks. He listened to Black Sabbath. He was a playboy, and you could see when Disney took over it, they kind of softened him up, made him dress like a chooch, and all. And he made him fall in love with the girl. When Marvel had it, I mean, back when, remember the original Hulk with not the one with Eric Bana,
Yeah.
but the one with Edward Norton.
Edward
Dude,
Norton,
that's
yeah.
the Hulk,
Wild,
dude.
yeah.
I always liked him as a
Yeah, I liked it too. I actually,
Especially with the Gracie when he was teaching him the breathing
Yeah,
techniques,
facts.
like
I actually like that
amazing.
one.
And then I've been watching it that long, but I feel like they reached the top of the mountain when they did Endgame. Like that was it. You can't make anything more of it. Like it's done.
I will say though, like Loki, the series, yo,
I don't do it for me.
They say,
dude,
dude, it's good.
It is so good.
I like
It
the
is so
Punisher on
good.
Netflix. That
Yeah.
was cool because the little side stories. I
No,
like Punisher. Daredevil was cool.
Disney has some good shows. I'm not gonna lie. Some
Yeah.
Mandalorian, some of the
I
stuff
was
that
gonna
comes
say,
on. Like
the
I-
Star Wars
sucked.
stories have been pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, kind of those are like good stories to go off on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're not like the Star Wars.
They're just
itself,
dick
it's just-
teasing me. Give me fucking Vader already. We don't give a shit about Obi-Wan. We don't give a shit about fucking Leia's little ass. We don't give a shit about. Give us Vader. Like that's what everybody wants.
That's
But
the bad guy.
Everyone's
though.
done
Yeah.
Vader.
No, who's done Vader? Give me a Vader movie. Come on, bro.
The fucking.
think
Well,
they're-
what do you want to know? You see him from fucking episode 1, 2,
We want to
3,
see him
4.
go off and wipe out the whole universe. How he tracked down all the Jedi's and killed them all and did all this shit.
I want to say that
Yeah.
they're actually going to loosely do that.
And is that what Obi-Wan's branching off to?
Not only, but Ahsoka.
Ahsoka was
okay.
good too.
Also,
That's
She
the girl.
killed it.
Yeah.
yeah,
His
they're
Padawan.
She did a good job.
They're also building off of that because of the response. They actually did a really good job.
Dude, I was.
Well, that's what I
was
mean.
on
Those are good
shrooms.
little
Yeah,
like,
they
series to watch. Like you get sucked in.
You
on them.
also see the power struggle. Like you know every episode that was coming out of like Mandalorian, and the different the newest season, you saw the power struggles that Disney behind the scenes was going through because
Yeah.
you saw it translate to what you were watching.
Yeah.
And I just hope as a fan, like, man, dude, hands off. Like, dude, just let the creative team be creative. That's what they're there
Stop,
for.
yeah, manipulating.
Yeah,
it.
just
let
stop
it-
trying to censor. Stop trying to steer.
Yes.
Like, just have free reign, man.
I don't
Yeah.
watch it anymore.
you know.
I don't watch any Disney stuff.
I'm telling you right now, when I
Taking
was
a
on a shroom bar when I first time on a shroom bar, and I watched the season finale of Obi-Wan when he fought fucking Vader, dude, and I was sitting there like, fucking amazing when he cracked open his skull and you saw half his face red, and he's like Anakin. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm tripping hard right now.
It's
and then
wild,
when
yeah.
do you remember? And then when he goes, you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, and he's like, I did.
Yeah.
And it went red. Oh, dude, chills.
Yeah.
Chills.
That was
They did
on
a great
Obi-Wan?
job.
That was on Obi-Wan, dude.
They
Dude,
did a
I was like,
great job.
holy shit. And it was Hayden Christensen. Badass. That was
I felt like Hayden redeemed himself in my eyes because I wasn't a fan of the series that he was a part of. For like Jar Jar Binks
Yeah.
for me threw me out of the entire thing. I couldn't.
But
I
Darth
found it
Maul made up
annoying
for it.
It kind of did.
Double
But
lightsaber?
from 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 someone that grew up like in a martial arts background and stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay, it's mediocre,
Right?
It's mediocre at best. What do you guys, man? Watch a Jackie Chan movie. You guys are gonna see some real
I
stuff.
know you're going deep,
But it's one of those things. Jar Jar Binks really threw me out of the damn. Like I was like, oh man, I can't take this shit. You silly bitch.
I felt
Let's
like-
get real, you silly bitch.
I felt like
That's what if I could sum it up, the movie is silly.
I like
as fuck.
Revenge of the Sith. I thought Revenge of the Sith was hard, especially when he turned evil, because that's what I've been wanting to see the whole time. Like, all right, bro, we get it. You're fucking the princess. Can we get to the good shit?
Did you like the last set with the?
I did not.
The lady.
It was
What's her name?
it was such a dick tease. It was such.
I kind of liked it for
liked
what it
it.
was. I actually liked
liked
it.
it.
I actually liked it.
I really like the ending scene when what's his name comes back and he's like he shoots lightning up into the sky to like take down all the ships in the very last part. Yeah, dude, and like just the way the sound like subwoofer hits right there, it's just like perfect. But I thought that
Anakin
was
Skywalker killed the Emperor in Return of the Jedi. He fulfilled his prophecy as the one.
You're
And he
the-
killed the Emperor. So when that new series came out, it shit on the original 3. So that's why I don't fuck with it. That's my take.
Sweet as on.
Yep.
Whatever, Joe. Work on your form.
All right,
Wanna wrap it?
Topping out.
let's wrap this.
All right.
All right.
This was fun.
This was fun.
Thank
It was a
you
good
guys
time
again.
knowing you guys. That was a good little extra fucking content right there. That was pretty
Yeah.
fucking good. This could be a 2-parter, guys. Look, see, we didn't get to 8 episodes. We got to 2 with you. It could be a 2-parter this big ass
first.
episode.
Yeah.
Two first.
Yeah, let's do that. Come
Cool.
on, guys.
Thank you for making the long journey for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. You guys
All
have
the
a
way from
safe,
the East Coast.
safe travel home, man. Thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for what you did today, George.
Love
money,
you, buddy.
baby. Money, baby.
Love you, buddy.
All right, guys. You know how we do it. Smoke, lift, and live. We out.
Peace.